Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to my live. This is Oyoyo. Thank you guys for joining me today. Is that beautiful Monday? And how has your Monday been? Oh my goodness, mine has been a very dull one, but thank God it's almost over. So come on in, come on in. Where's my microphone? Can I have my microphone? Come on in, guys. Come on in. Let's have a conversation. Give me 1 second. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me today. Come on in. Let's have this conversation, okay? And how has your day been? Mine has been great. Not so great. It has been very dull. Anyway, welcome to my live stream. Let me make sure the sound check is great, okay? Let's make sure I can hear myself, okay? And let's make sure I can hear myself good. Let's make sure. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know as well in the comment section. Thank you guys for joining me today. Entertainment Daily. How are you, beautiful? You can't believe I've been listening to Korra this evening. Korra, Nancy, and her TikTok people. That was crazy. Anyway, guys, welcome to my live stream, you beautiful people. Thank you guys for joining me today. Let me make sure I can hear myself okay. Just on my microphone, so let me make sure I can hear myself. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, I can hear myself great. Welcome to my live stream. Is that Monday? Okay. And oh, I need to plug my laptop this evening. It seems as if I'm not ready, but guys, I am ready. Okay, I was listening to Korra before coming on live. Korra had a very powerful announcement she made, and I believe her fans will be very excited to hear that. Anyways, guys, what are you ask me? Korra was on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp at the same time. So she was engaging with people on WhatsApp, and I said, let me go and take a look. And that was what happened. Anyway, I think I'm trying to cheer myself up because sincerely, today has been extremely dull day for me. So, guys, welcome to my live stream. My name is Oyoyo. As you come in, please like the live stream for me. Share, invite your friends. And this is the second day. I'm still very not able to stream with StreamYard on my Facebook. I want to believe this Facebook is trying to restrict my StreamYard, but we move. Okay. So right now, people from Facebook can be able to see me because it's telling me they can connect me on Facebook. And what I try to do, I try to connect with my other Facebook account. Every of the accounts were successful, but Oyoyo's World cannot connect from Facebook. So maybe they're already reporting my channel because these people, they think someone is fighting with them when you're telling them the obvious truth. And it's unfortunate that some people can't handle the truth and take responsibilities for their action. At least be accountable for once for your bad behavior or where you have gone wrong, and then learn something and move on. So I don't know, for up to now I cannot do StreamYard on my Facebook, and it's usually very easy for me because what it means is that I don't have to have all my gadgets set up in front of my face. But anyways, we move. Thank you, Efe. How are you, beautiful? Thank you for joining me today. Cynthia, all right, Cynthia, let's see. I'm hearing you loud and clear all the way from sweet Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, Cynthia. Okay. So if you can hear me okay now. Yeah, I can hear myself. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I apologize for all this inconvenience. If you're coming to replay this video, trust me, I'm going to edit all of this mute and no voice out of this video. Okay, so by tomorrow, it's going to be all clean. All right. So I'm talking about these women because I need to talk about them. I need to ask my fellow sisters a few questions, and that's what I'm trying to do today. And we're going to be starting with Madam Miriam. Okay, Madam Miriam, from what she said in her video, that she only came out to support Mr. Korra Obidi because of what she saw that was going on social media against him, how the whole world pounced on him. And so she decided to do the right thing by supporting him. I don't care who you chose to support, okay? I really don't care who you chose to support because I cannot determine who you give your vote to if you're going to vote in an election. And I can't decide for you who to support. But where I have a problem is where these women that call themselves mothers, okay, they have mothers, they are grandmoms. Where I have a problem is the agenda for them to take away Korra's children from her. And what is their personal beef with Korra? So my question for Madam Miriam, I won't be calling her Madam right now because no, no, no. These people overstretch their boundaries. To Miriam, my question to you, the thing was that you reached out to Korra, that you wanted to help Korra when she had this problem with her ex-husband. And Korra did not get back to you, did not respond to you, did not, accept the call for help that you made. The next thing you did was to turn against her and reached out to her ex. So indeed, it wasn't because you heard what they were saying about Mr. Korra Obidi. I love being honest and truthful. So, Madam Miriam, my question to you is, if you had reached out to Korra and she did not answer you, was that the reason why you were very vindictive and you reached out to her ex and then tried as much as you could by sitting yourself hours upon hours to watch her videos, to transcribe the videos to collect evidence for Mr. Korra Obidi so that you guys can take away her children from her? My question again, Madam Miriam. Oh, no, no, Madam. My question again to you, Miriam. What is your benefit if your fellow sister had lost her children to her ex? What would you have benefited from that agenda? And again, like I asked in my previous video, what did Korra do to you personally warranted the kind of animosity you leveled against her? Because for someone who hasn't done anything to you, even if you're trying to, like, let's assume somebody who comes to my channel, this lady is always talking about Korra Obidi or Mr. Justin, they will just do their noise and walk away, right? But your own, you did not only talk bad about her, you went the extra mile, spending your time, your money, as though Korra came to your home and took your husband or your ex-husband. I don't know if you were married anyway. As though there was something very personal that Korra Obidi did to you, to go all this way to make sure that the kids were taken away from her. Why were you guys calling CPS on a young mother still trying to navigate her world, trying to figure out having two toddlers at the same time? Why were you guys filing papers, calling CPS? So I'm asking you, Miriam, what did Korra Obidi do to you personally? When I mean personally, to you, what is your benefit? Or rather, what will you benefit if your plan had succeeded? Would they bring those children to you in England for you to be their grandma? Certainly no. Anyway, let me welcome my people. Welcome, welcome all of you. I can see you guys. Beatrice, welcome. Ryan, welcome. I don't care. Welcome. Don't call her. She cannot be a mom. I think she has children. I want to believe, why is she changing her tone now? Didn't she say she chose to support him because she reached out to Korra and she did not accept the offer? Is she really changing her tone? No. They are running away in case of liabilities, in case they are going to rope them into this lawsuit. So everybody is trying to, like, I was not there when they shared the video. I was never part of it. That's what they are all doing. She's still not changing her way because I learned this man made a video calling all of them scammers and she never said a word up till now. All right. See the mess Cora would have been in if she had answered her. Sincerely speaking, she's heartless, she's evil, and you can call her very wicked. Not just wicked, very. Hi, Oyoyo. Thank you so much, Joy Love. Seriously, her explanation does not make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Those gray hair, those gray hair she let out in the wind is now beating her brain. She can't remember her own words. Yes, she took out a gray hair, cussing Mr. Korra Obidi. We are going to be talking about all of those today. Cussing Mr. Korra Obidi. After spending her time, her money, Mr. Korra Obidi came and called her a fake lawyer. So she came out and pulled her gray hair and swore, blah, 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 blah. Speaking in tongue, I'm speaking what language that I do not understand. All against Mr. Korobi. This was a man, you took your time. You devoted your time as though your life depends on it. Collecting the evidences, calling CPS, filing the document, preparing court document, and all of that. But when the guy was tired of your bullshit, the guy did what? Dumped all of you like hot potatoes. What Korra did is everything their mothers wearing to them. All right. No one would have her cat trying to go on the run. Exactly, pass. Korra's haters are the true meaning of performing. Or performing monkeys. Okay, I'm saying this regarding KO's red bikini and that she wore on the 4th July. Okay, what did the AFA say? Let me see if I can get back to AFA. Um, I'm saying because of talking about her 4th of July bikini. Did she make another video? Because I've not had time. Today is Monday, so I didn't have time to go look at all of that. All right. Let's see. Old woman that won't respect her age. Exactly. Okay. All right. So let me make sure I'm caught up. Um, Angela, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Yes, my dear, we are fine and good. It's Monday. Monday is always very tiring most times. She was even crying. Are you kidding me? When she was allaying the causes, she was crying. They cannot remove themselves. There is evidence of them confessing their evil deed. She talked of the role she played in helping him file CPS cases and more. She should not be exempted at all. Definitely. Everybody is running kata kata and all of that. She was even threatening him with Oboni. Imagine. This was a man, this woman could not sleep because if you guys remember, she lives in UK and then Mr. Korobide and Korra, they stay in America and their own time in America is 2 hours behind. 2 hours behind for some people, and I think 3 hours behind for most states. So this woman will be awake at night watching Korra, collecting evidence for this man. And the woman in question is in her 60s. So they did all of this and still the man still dumped them. Why were they so interested in taking Korra out of social media? For Miriam's own, I would say she was just angry and upset with Korra because I tried to reach out to you and you were not forthcoming. For that reason, I'm going to show you. You know those Nigerian attitude. I passed my neighbor kind of attitude. I tried to reach out to you. You were not responding. For that reason, I'm going to reach out to your ex and I'm going to deal with you. It's not every help that someone offer that you take. Korra did herself some good for not accepting that woman from helping her. If Korra had opened her door to this woman, she would have been in deeper problem. So Korra must have weighed her options and said, why was this one offering to help me, asking me to come to the UK, move to the UK? She was going to do this, do that, da, 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 da. It's not every offer of help that someone put out there for you that you're going to embrace. Before you start accepting help, evaluate, verify, scrutinize, ask questions. Why would this woman go all out to help me? I had a conversation here 2 days ago where I had a former member of the WhatsApp group, come here to talk about most of the things they engaged in when she was a member. That particular group is a Facebook group, and their own agenda is entirely different from the agenda of this Miriam. Miriam own was how to file the CPA cases, how to get the children, blah, blah, blah. She's not talking, she was looking out for the welfare of the children. My question to you, Miriam, if you have a daughter that has, maybe gotten married, have children, her first two babies, if she had more, her first two, babies, how did it go? Did she just become a mother to them, became a professional in raising a child? Definitely no. But Korra will say, Atina, stop the June, stop that. You guys were busy fighting tooth and nail to see how you are going to take those children from the mother. What did she do to you guys? Nothing. When Kim Baker came here, she said that there was what the man sold to them. When I mean the man, Mr. Korra Obidi, was that Korra was making videos of the children sending to Mexico. And all of these people felt they would love those children more than their mother. All of them. They bought those lies. So I'm asking Miriam now, which lie did you buy from this man? What did this man tell you? Was there any other ulterior motive you have towards Korra that pushed you to dislike her this much, to did everything you did to trying to take her children away from her? We know what her DRUG is doing right now in Nigeria, how he's ravaging the youth and all of that. If you were looking for who to help, you could have extended your help to Nigeria. We know what hardship is doing to Nigeria. We know what bad election is doing to bad government is doing to Nigeria. You have the time and you had the resources to put out for this man. That is not that this man's ex-wife was insane. It's not that she was living in the street. She was a young mother trying to navigate her way to motherhood, second baby, all alone. She was a woman thrown out of her husband's place. Few days after she gave birth, and that her child was taken away from her 4 days after she gave birth. None of these things reminded you when you had your baby for the first time. None of these things I just said reminded you what it was for you when you first became a mother, when you had your second baby. But all of you guys felt that Korra was not a fit mother because of what? Are you a doctor, Miriam? Or did you get any certification to certify somebody unfit? I'm asking you because I'll come to the rest. Who gave you the license to certify a mother unfit that you guys were planning so badly to take away her children? And tomorrow you tell me you're calling God on your pages. Tell me who qualified you. I know you claim to have a lot of degrees and certificates. I'm not here to debate on that. I'm asking you medically, are you licensed? Are you qualified to certify somebody unfit? And on what basis, on what category did you do that? Let me see what my audience are saying today. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm really torn about going. This Monday is not Monday. Hi guys, thank you guys for watching me from Facebook. Come on in, let's have today's conversation. So where I stopped is that please like the live stream if you have not. Thank you guys. Thank you, Entertainment's Daily. The same man who said boasts of being his first of the day and last. Yes, 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 exactly. Facebook, please come on in. This guy and Miriam, I should stop calling her Madam because she did the most. Miriam and this guy will speak first in the morning. They will speak the last last at night before the man goes to bed, according to what they said. And yeah, come on in Facebook, okay? If you're watching from Facebook, I've been live on YouTube. For some reason, I couldn't connect through StreamYard. So if you want to get the whole starting of this program, please check the YouTube as well. Thank you guys for being here. So let me see if I can catch up with the comment, then we can go. All right, like the live stream. If you haven't, it's 8 hours between me and Korra. Exactly my thought. So this woman will be awake following Korra's live streams, all because of a stranger. I'm not saying you cannot help a stranger, but help for a good cause, not for a vindictive cause, not for a cause that you cannot validate the reason why you got involved in the first place. Now, all of them are saying, I don't even know why I got involved. Miriam said the same thing. Kim said the same thing. And I believe a bunch of other women are saying, why did I even get involved with Mr. Korra Obidi? But my question to Miriam, I don't know if Miriam has children. Let's assume, let's just create based on her age and African setting that every woman is expected to have to marry and have a child. So let's believe that Miriam has a daughter that gave birth with the first child and she handled it alone with her husband. And then the second baby, all the calamities, the internet, I'm divorcing Korra, were happening left, right, and center. And they never thought, and if she claims to have a degree in psychology, she never thought about the kind of trauma, or let me say postpartum, the role of postpartum to a woman that newly put to bed. She never thought about that. She never thought about the trauma that she could have been going through, especially when her daughter was taken away from her and when she was kicked out of the house. None of these people had pity on this girl. And what do you think is the problem? What do you think? Miriam's own, I will say, because Korra rejected the offer, she turned against Korra. So it was never for the interest of the children. They should sell that lie to a dumb person, not to somebody who can reason, who can see A and know this is A. So she can't tell me it's because of the interest of the children. Neither. When they were together, when I mean together, Mr. Korobidi and Korobidi, when they were together as husband and wife, why didn't why? Why didn't they call CPS for her, saying she's not a good mother? No, they should stop her from having access to the children. So she was a good mother to June, the first daughter, until divorce case started happening. Suddenly, Korra became a bad mother, right? For a grandmother like Miriam to have joined strangers to fight her own sister, somebody who should be a daughter to you. I need Miriam because I know she'll get this video or hear about this video. So share, and tag her if possible. Let her come up with her answers. I need Miriam to answer what exactly Korra Obidi did to her for her to have had this amount of hatred towards Korra. Because it's only someone you dislike that you're going to have sleepless night trying to fathom in your ugly mind what you're going to do to that person that will really get to that person's bone. I'm still asking Miriam this question. What exactly did Korra do? When Korra, her ex-husband, and June were doing their thing when Atina was still in the bed, or even before Atina was born, she was a good mother, right? What changed? That all of a sudden, she became was she a threat to the children? No. The CPS get tired of receiving phone calls from these people. Yes, this woman was having 8 hours, losing 8 hours of sleep because of Mr. Korra Obidi. Fighting Korra indirectly, punishing the girl that if anything is happening right now in the world, and if you're from Nigeria, let's assume there is catastrophe everywhere. The moment you see somebody from Nigeria, and that person will say, One word, even if it's Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Efik, one word that is common in that language, you first grab the person, my sister, oh, at least I can hear what this person is saying. That would have been the situation for Korra and Miriam. But Miriam, simply because Korra turned her request down, she ran with her vindictive mind, teamed up with Mr. Korobidi. Because I can't seem to make up anything. They are saying they are fighting for the interests of the children. When this couple, when they were a couple, Korra and her ex, why none of these people called her a bad mother? Why? Nobody says she was a bad mom. This second baby is not the first one, right? So she was a perfect mother when they were together and automatically became a because we saw how she was treating the children. How was she treating the children? Miriam, if you started having your children in Nigeria before you moved overseas, I know you would have scolded them once, or maybe were koboko piaka siafaro. I know how children are raised. I was raised in Nigeria. We know how it goes. So tell me one thing Korra did to you, Miriam. I'm asking you this question. Go to your Facebook as usual. Go and say that what I said is not true, that this was what Korra did to you, that you did not just start fighting for Mr. Korra Obidi because Korra turned you down, that this was one thing Korra did to you. Did Korra come to kick you out of the office when you were parading yourself with the politicians in Nigeria? You said you worked with El Rufai, you worked with Buhari, you worked with this. Did Korra stop that from happening for you? No. Did Korra come to your office and then dent your image? No. Did Korra stop you from anything that you have achieved in this life? No. In terms of being a mother, did you by chance meet Korra's mother somewhere in the past? That maybe the position they would have given to you, they gave to Korra's mother. I want it to make sense. What particularly did Korra do to you? What? One thing. That's my question to you. All right, let's see. That's about 8 hours different. Miriam is mad as hell. Korra had a lucky escape, not taking her offer. Exactly. Exactly. I say it. Welcome to my life. Thank you for joining me today. Guys, if you see me look at here, I'm looking at YouTube because I'm streaming with different gadgets. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I have to deal with what I can do right now. Okay, so pardon me. So let's see. If I said Antioyo, some parts of African countries traditionally dance topless. That was why I mentioned Korra's 4th of July, the red bikini, and telling people that she loves her body. If you get it, okay. Yes, if it, let's not even go there because we've tried to educate them in the past, especially Entertainment Daily. She has tried to make several videos concerning our African traditional outfits back in the day, but they don't seem to understand it. Let them go and tell the Zulu people in Zulu Kingdom in South Africa that they should cover up. Let them go tell the Zulu people to cover up. It is what it is. If they can tell me what Korra did to them, maybe I'll stop calling them on my live stream. Tell me one thing Korra did to them. She was looking for the welfare of the cucumber, not the children. It could be possible in Entertainment Daily. Maybe that's what she was looking for. If her help was genuine, couldn't she do it from a distance? After all, everyone has helped did from a distance. You don't see anyone coming to Korra's house unless they are close or really on friends. Exactly. Hi, Joanne. Thank you for joining me today. Favor said she raised June particularly all by herself because he traveled frequently. Thank you. And we did not hear that when it was just June alone that she was a bad parent, right? We didn't hear that until they started divorce. All of them automatically forgot that this woman has had a child before. She has raised, or she has a toddler at hand before this new baby. So if she wasn't bad to the toddler hand, is it the new one? I just don't know where they brought their issue from. And this goes to the women in the Facebook group because they still have them in those groups. I'm asking all of you, as I'm asking Miriam, I can't stop calling all your names because people are women. older women, women in their 60s, grandmas, all of you. So if Korra was a good mother, a good parent to June before Athena was even conceived, so she now became a bad parent just because she gave birth to Athena, right? Human beings don't change like that. Unless if the person has gone square square. So your reasoning, your whatever pretense you're saying for the interest of the child are all false. False, false, false. When in truth and in fact, he is the one working, waking them up at night to make videos and sending to his friends in exchange for money. And hey, Ryan, you are so right. I wonder how their brains work to believe such story from JD. Passy, people are judging Korra due to her art, singing, dancing princess, and the dancing in is their problem. They can't dance like that. They don't look as good as Korra, and their men fancy her. Exactly. Maybe their husbands are watching, are watching too. Korra has Korra have two sisters who was able to nurture her, not some strangers. Exactly. Exactly. They didn't think about all of that because they all have evil in their hearts. Yeah, you can say that again. Entertainment, yes. So she was hoping to get a package. He would package his bola and bring to it. These women, yeah, certificate you. Yes, so is Cora the only one dancing online like this? No. Good question. I don't care. Certificate. Wow. Okay. I think I missed a lot of comments. Let me see if I can rush them. Won't let her have the cucumber. Right. Frida won't let them have the cucumber. Oh my goodness. You ladies, you ladies, you ladies. God, you guys have grace. Anytime I talk about Miriam, I spit 50 courses, 500 courses before one semester is completed. I don't care. Oh my God. Do you have a YouTube channel? Please, you can see somebody already want to subscribe. You guys are making me turn red, laughing out loud. Ha! Oh my God. Okay. They thought he really was a doctor, but that wasn't the case. He's a level 3 bone massager or what? That do more than harm to the body than good. That's why he ran out of China. Okay. Miriam is okay. She is. She is. That woman is really jobless. Now she calls his case Yama case. Exactly. I heard that Yama. That's what Miriam is calling Mr. Korobidi's case. Yama case. A condition for me. All right. Thank you. All right. Glory said that man didn't pay for that apartment by the beach. It's Cora's money. Then he kicked her out. I remember that apartment. It was money from Facebook that paid for it. That fine apartment they moved to, it was money from Facebook. It was Cora's money from Facebook that paid for that apartment. Host, you said her youngest child. Oh, she said her youngest child is older than JD. Oh my goodness. Hi, Treasure. Aren't you sleeping? Oh my God. She didn't join them. She recruited them. She looked for them. Are you serious? That's what somebody said on my live stream. And it was Kim Baker that said that. Honestly, thank you so much, Treasures. Good question. What changed from Cora's motherhood style? They should answer. This woman has put to bed one baby. Before the second baby, she has a toddler at hand. A toddler. She was a fantastic mom. Oh, nobody complained. Oh, even Instagram or Facebook, nobody. Until Korra filed for a divorce. She was kicked out of the house. Her baby was taken from her. Then these women now agreed that suddenly Korra became a bad mother to all of them. To tell you the hypocrisy in all of them. They are all hypocrites. All of them. They can't see the truth and say this is the truth. And they are calling it on the name of the Lord. They can't. Yesterday, I was watching something. Somebody was saying Jesus, Jesus, every small thing, saying bad things. Hey, Jesus. So I say, ha. That's the kind of thing my little daughter will say, no, you don't call Jesus' name in vain. These people with all the atrocities they did to against Korah, they were still calling God. How come nobody complained that Korah was a bad parent when it was just June? How come? So suddenly, Korah changed. You guys will answer to your maker. Whatever you guys did to Korah, all of you, ganging up in the WhatsApp group where her daughter's videos, pictures were shared, and none of you called police, local authority, called police of your in your area. None of you reported to WhatsApp. Nobody reported to Facebook. You guys were getting the pictures of her children because we were contributing money for their father. All of you. MTA, thank you for joining me today. Don't mind her. She's friends with all the terrible politicians. Okay, let me read this quick. When she when she chose to open her Bekus on live to give birth on live, they loved her. But now she's saying she no do again for DV marriage. They want to crucify her. That's the truth. Be like say all their head they shave. You can say that again. They shake. Okay. All right. Let me see. Oh, Musri tribe in Kenya walk with their bobbies and bullets hanging. Hey! What would they now say if they carry camera reach there? Would they tell them go and buy clothes and start wearing them? The villagers would drive them away the next second. How dare you come to change our tradition because you think you bought the Oyibo's way of life? Katori, thank you for coming today. Thank you for joining me. I've been asking that question over 2 years, and they do not have any answer for it. What you see, you will not get any answer from them. I want to know what has Korra done to you, but you don't know her. Exactly. What has Korra done to you, Miriam? What has Korra? Is it just because she did not accept your offer of help that you now turned against her? Because if it was just a genuine help, you cared about the children, you would have been screaming through your rooftop when her little baby was taken away from her 4 days after giving birth. You would have been screaming, oh, that's not right. She needs to hold her baby. You would have done that. It was never the interest of the child. It was never. You were just simply being vindictive because she turned your request down. Or like the comment people are saying, it could be. Or maybe were you aiming for what? I really don't understand that. To the point that this woman was calling Mr. Korobidi's mother. They were all conniving on what to do, what they have done, how they have called CPS, the stage they are, the document they have gotten. What changed? Korra had the first daughter. None of you said she was a bad mother. None of you called CPS that she was not treating the daughter well until she filed for a divorce, until she was going through her divorce processes. All you guys wanted was to take her children away from her. And then tomorrow you say that nemesis will not come for you, that karma will not happen. Which cucumber? You mean peanut? Hey, I say it, I don't see that one. No. They are just jealous of her. All these women are jealous of all the women celebrities. You can be right to say that. You can be right to say that. Please, is there a link? Okay, if you want me to drop a link, let me see. Let me get a link because I really need someone to answer me the question. Why were they after Korra? I need to know why these women were after Korra. Korra, if Korra offended you guys personally, answer me. At least I will stop making videos about all of you. Because you can't just be pushing or trying to punish somebody that you have never met physically, otherwise you have never met Korra. Simply because of the lies somebody else told you guys, you ran. All right, I have I don't care here, Sonia. Sonia, thank you for joining
Hi,
today. Do you have any
good
answer to the
evening.
questions I'm throwing out today, please?
Okay, so I have a few questions. Hi, good evening, everybody. Um,
Sonia,
this
if
is
you
the
can
first time
hear
I'm
me, let
coming
me
here.
know.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh my God, can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't think Sonia is ready. If you're ready, Sonia, let me know, okay? All right, so let's leave Sonia to get ready. She's already in here on stage. Lovejoy, she didn't recruit them all and gave, she did recruit them all and gave their different duties. That's what I heard. They had duties, they had purposes for joining all the groups. They had themselves in section. You be doing this, I'll do this, I'll do this. All for one girl that's supposed to be the age of their children. One girl, a 33-year old. That's why all of, at the time it was happening, she was 30, 31. That was when they pounced on Korra for no just cause, no reason whatsoever. Your father's land in Nigeria and Korra's father's land, they are not together. They never joined in land disputes. They never joined in business disagreement. Nothing. You asked her to help, that you want to help you. Didn't she did not agree to your help? Piam, she became your automatic enemy. You were fighting tooth and nail to take her children away from her. Tell me, I'm
Good
still
evening.
waiting for that answer. If any of these people can tell me one single thing that Korra, that they wanted to take her children away. I've discussed about the women that wanted to deport her yesterday for no reason. Now I'm talking about all of them that wanted to take the children away, and then the group that were in charge of, assassinating her character on the internet to make her look bad. So Sonia, if you're ready, let me know if you're
I
ready.
am. Hello, good evening. Can you
Can
hear
hear
me?
me okay?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Guys, can you guys hear Sonia? Oh,
Oh,
you're
they say you.
hearing her. So I'm the one that is not hearing her. Sorry.
Can you hear me? You've muted yourself. You muted yourself. Okay. Okay, so here's my 2 cents, right? I think that this has been the busiest that these women have been in their entire life. Usually, when I do my, when I talk about them on my Facebook page, I don't even have the time to talk about. I just insult them straight. Insults. I don't say, oh, why did you? I just go straight for what I think about your brain, what I think is wrong with you, straight. But I think today will be the first time I'm really breaking this down. I think this is the busiest they've ever been in their lives. I think they found this sensational conversation that will probably put them in the limelight with deranged people, right? Who are like their audience. Because in the scheme of things, where people who matter in the society speak, the people who support this rubbish don't even appear. Like they don't even make first 1 billion, right? So I think they were fascinated that people, everybody, maybe they've had their Facebook profiles of their pages for so long, and nobody was visiting, just maybe the locals, and all of a sudden, boom, there's Caucasian, Caribbean, Nigerian, Asian, all gathering together. Because sometimes when I listen to these people, I lose brain cells. I never listen to them in full. I just take snippets and analyze, and I'm like, no, if somebody can reason like this is why we as pregnant people, as women, when we are pregnant, we advise people to take folic acid, to help in the formation of the brain of a child. Because why is an adult reasoning like this? Your mama did not take folic acid? Why are you thinking like this? I watched Miriam take Korra's story and swats it for evil. It tells you the kind of person she is. But I keep saying this. I know nobody agrees, but I don't believe that Miriam is a mother. I mean, I'm a mother, right? I've been married for 12 years.
I want to think so too, that she's not.
She's not a mother. She can lie all she likes. She can, because that woman, I've noticed she likes to imagine, right? I I don't think that. I mean, I'm a mother. I have a set of twins who are 11 years old. I've been married for 12 years. When I had my kids, my mother wasn't there, and I suffered.
Mhm.
Right? I suffered. My father was there with me, but I suffered. My mother, I'd already lost my mother already. Do you understand?
Oh, may her
I
soul.
want to say that everything that's that they, in quotes, that made them call Korra a bad mother. No, they didn't consider that girl. Forget it.
Oh.
This is a woman who just gave birth in Igbo land. For people who are not Nigerians here, let me say this. In Igbo land, we understand, or in Africa, we understand the stress of motherhood, that when you give birth, your mother is invited.
Mm-hmm.
And when your mother leaves, your husband's mother comes too. Because
Exactly.
it's a lot. You understand? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know it's too much to
A call
handle.
was coming in.
Okay.
A call was coming in. I'm sorry. So you see, when your mother, when you leave, when your mother leaves, your husband's mother will come. That's how much stress giving birth is. Please give me a minute.
Okay. All right, guys. So you guys are hearing from Sonia. I don't care. I don't care. That her name is so powerful. Anyway, I'm trying to see if I can get a background to blur out my home on Facebook. Unfortunately, I'm not getting that, so I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay. So, uh, Sonia is having a call, so she's going to continue once she's done with the call. And I know someone else asked for the link. The link is down. If you want to jump in, please jump in. Let's have this conversation today and see if we can make sense out of it. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not making sense why these people outrightly dislike Korra. I'm not making sense out of it. So let's see if we can make sense out of it this evening. And I'll continue to read the comment until we get back, Sonia. My bad word.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, you're back. All right, so continue.
Okay, so um, these women did not consider a woman who just gave birth. And if they like, they should call it 4 days, call it 5 days, call it 1 month. Right? A woman who gave birth without epidural,
Exactly.
a woman whose body was stretched thin for your entertainment, right?
Mm,
Many of us watch that. And then, you know what? I want to give this man grace. He left 6 months later because they like to say, oh, it's not 4 days, it's 10 days, like it's any better, right? So this man leaves this woman, and then she has to go through emotional stress while breastfeeding. Don't forget, she had two babies, one toddler and a newborn, right?
mhm.
And while she was still there, this man came and kidnapped a newborn. He didn't consider the engorgement of her breasts. He took that child and was doing contents, being under the sun, while the woman who pushed, who went through that pain, is going to be probably using hot water to keep her breast from being as strong as a cement.
Exactly.
These women had no empathy.
And Sonia, do you know the one that baffles me? They are Nigerian women.
But the truth is that I see them as pygmies. I've explained very well. I've always explained. I tell people that I prefer a patriarchal princess to a pygmy. You see, me, I'm very feminist in my views, right? I have my ideologies are feminist based, but I prefer a patriarchal princess, one who is maybe male. She knows how to get men to do. She will submit to you. She will do all that you want her to do. She knows how to finesse the patriarchy. The one
Exactly.
who irritates me are pygmies. Pygmies always get the crumbs on of the table because you will see them working hard for the lowest of the lowest men.
Mhm.
The type of men that you will not even dash to a retard. These are the kind
Exactly.
of men that they work hard for. Oh my God.
But
See, when
why
I've
would that
been,
even be? Because I don't know what they saw in this man that they were all running to.
they saw
Yeah,
blue eyes.
what?
They saw blue eyes, blue eyes.
Oh no.
Maybe they've never seen blue eyes. They could have gone to buy a husky. A husky is a dog, but he has at least gray to bluish eyes. just
Exactly.
in case you are that fascinated by it. And he will come and cry. And next thing, the bullying started. You see, I've said this before on Facebook. I'm going to say it on your page. Justin Dean was very strategic. Let me tell you what he did. When he first came out to talk about Korra, he came from a racist standpoint, right? But you know one thing about Africans, no matter how much we hate each other, we're going to unite against racism.
Mhm.
And when he found that that wasn't working, the next thing he came to say was he used what I would call internalized misogyny. Misogyny is the prejudice against women, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And some women have while the prejudice against women is perpetrated by men, there are women who have internalized that prejudice and now perpetrate it against their fellow women, right? So he came from the angle of internalized misogyny, where he now says Korra cheated. And that was all he needed to say to tweak and trigger every African woman that didn't have a thinking faculty.
Exactly.
And so that was it. And next when he came to apologize, and still they refused to agree. They kept on. Yes, she dresses like this. She dresses like that. Yes, it's true. In fact, let me tell you how painful. His followers started they started to mix pictures of a random man and his child. And this man kept quiet, never defended his children, never came out to say, no, you can't do that. I know you support me, but please don't do that. That's my child you're going up against. He kept quiet. He was enjoying it. You know what is wrong with these women? Is karma at its finest. Look at a woman the age of Miriam Awolowo. If my mother was alive, I
Oh.
would have a mother who is just a few years older than Miriam Awolowo. My
Mm.
mother cannot be this stupid. Miriam was did I say was? Is a witch. She was wicked. This is a woman that said she would send people to go and pick Papa Obidi up. What did that man ever do to you? That she would even unalive him.
Hey.
What did that? Yes, her voice recording is there. What did he ever do? That man is peaceful. Wants no stress. Why? Because you are working hard for a Caucasian man that is not even Caucasian. I mean, if you want to talk, you want to swallow big frog, swallow the one that when it does everywhere will carry.
What are we talking about?
I'm telling you, this one bottom barrel nyama nyama. And they did this. They came. Oh, Korra is mental. She's bipolar.
Honestly,
She has mental disease. And these women are people who have no accountability. But for Miriam Awolowo, I said something. A woman who worked hard to bring in Buhari into power is a woman who has made bad decisions all her life.
bam. Look at how they
Because
left
she thinks,
Nigeria.
exactly. I said, if you think it is flex, when you come and say, I worked for the past president, you are a failure. Because even I, who is a young woman, I would never, ever campaign for a man like that. Because even though I wasn't born when he was, even though I wasn't born when he was president, he forgot this thing. Even though I wasn't born when he was president, I can read, I can research. They can keep my history away, locked away from me, but I will research. And I know this person. A woman she can't even pronounce the certificates that she says she has. Certificates. Have you heard her say Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania. That's what she says. This woman worked hard. If you see what they filed against Korra,
I saw
I
it
don't know
on Facebook.
I don't know when you joined this thing, but Korra will be live. Police will come to her live, will come into her house. These women did wickedness to this girl. And so when they want to come now and turn the history, you can't do that. You cannot rewrite history. You started this. The reason why they are Koreans today is because of you people. If you guys left this girl alone, there will not be women who stood up and said, no more. We are done. We're not letting you get away with doing this to this girl. It's because Justin was going from platform to platform. Anywhere he sees them destroying his ex, he will go there. Anywhere he sees them doing this, he will go there. He will be thanking them. When Korra wrote her book, Justin sent the nanny that was referenced in the book to go to Lolo's life. Like, that guy is the devil in the detail.
Yeah. I watched that. I was so mad. Coming to tell us how you were living in your home, and all of these people as if their own. I keep saying here, if they think their life, is all perfect, especially that long mouth on Facebook, she should just do an airstream. That woman has fought the battle with Monica. Monica finished that woman up, saying what they were
Hmm.
in Europe, and she still had the gut to talk about Korra, despite all her lifestyle before she moved to UK.
I mean, it was so bad. I've never seen anything so wicked. Do you know one thing I said one day? One day, I think I stumbled on the bullying that Cora went through. And I said, you see, I don't know how to put a woman who is already down on the floor. You understand? A woman that's on the floor. Me, I'm pro women. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I stand for what is right. But you see, women have it 100 times worse than men would ever have it. Because women have to go through misogyny, like I said. They will go through the patriarchy of being under man. And on top of it, black women have to go through racism also. So while men go through whatever, black men go through racism, a woman will still go through the marginalization of being under a black man, under a white man, and they still face racism. So the day on this life that I ever stand up for a man over a woman, just trust me, that man must be Jesus's son. He's sitting on Jesus's lap. Because I can't. But I watched women lie. Do you know, where do we start from with Miriam Awolowo? Miriam can lie. Hey! Do you know, I'm sure sometimes when she's lying, devil will just put his hand on his face and say, Lord, it's not me, oh. God, it's not me that did this one, no. She is a pastor. Do you know, one day I did a live on her where I diagnosed her with pseudologia fantastica.
Wow.
A mental illness that makes you a pathological liar. You believe that lie. Like you are not a liar, that you believe the lie. You recite the lie so many times that it starts to sound like the truth to you. This woman can lie. She will tell you, hey, Korra was doing it. Korra was a bad mother. One time she saw rats in her house. Excuse me, ma. Because rat was in her house, is she the rat? Is that what makes her a bad person? A bad mother? Depending on the kind of house she's living in, no matter how neat her house is, if she has a filthy neighbor, rats will enter her house.
Definitely.
If she has holes in the walls, rats will enter her house. If she has a pipe that is burst, rats will enter her house. But this is a woman who was born in Nigeria. And I'm sure if you check where she was born now, where Clifford Orji was doing his cannibalism will be better than that place, which is under the bridge. But this woman suddenly forgot that rats, it's not, if you go to, see, I live on the island though, in Lagos. If you go to Ikoyi, you will see fat, overfed rats. Ikoyi is one of the most expensive places in Lagos.
I say go to New York. New York's on the
rats, as in the rat in Ikoyi is a chairman. The rat is more well fed than you. And still, that is a rich man's place. I mean, the wealthy live there, right? And still, it doesn't make the parents a bad person. Oh, the child fell. Like your child didn't fall. My child fell. In fact, my younger brother finished watching Spider-Man. He came to Superman. He came from our staircase in my father's house. He flew from that staircase down.
You see?
Because he was thinking, he was trying to act like Spider-Man. Exactly. Does it make my mother a bad person? You don't even see the children, yet you already, because you are a witch.
You
You
know,
are a
I've
witch.
shared my experience here on my countless time when I had my second daughter. You know, I live in my kitchen and my living room is open concept, so you could see through without any hindrance. So I put my daughter on her walker. She was watching a PBS program and then looking at the television while I was cooking in the kitchen. She was 8 months old. Before I knew what happened, somebody was dragging me on my clothes in the kitchen. I was,
Really?
how did you get down from the walker? The walker did not fall. So imagine if these people had seen it on Korra's live stream, they will call social
Hmm.
services.
Yes.
You're a bad
Oh,
mother.
the
That's
child
why your
fell.
child. My daughter was strapped, but she still came out. People don't get these things. I believe they know that these things could happen, but they just don't want to tell themselves the truth. And they keep lying to themselves and they're looking for what to pin on Korra. If truly these people, like when I think about Miriam now, I said, are you sure Miriam had children? Because I know what it is to have a baby, especially for the first time or even the second baby. When I had my first baby, they would tell me, no, they put the child in the crib. I was still in the hospital because I couldn't push. So I said, I chose C-section. So I had to stay 2 days in the hospital before I was discharged. So they will come and dress my child in the morning, put her in the crib. I said, no, put her on my bed. The nurses said no. I said, no, I don't want anybody to touch my child. Put her beside me. Before I go to bed, I will do the rest. I was very possessive, but I didn't know what was reacting. Some people will call it postpartum. You're just trying to be clingy and
Mm-hmm.
things happen to women, especially when they put to bed. Not to talk of somebody who was kicked out,
Yes.
homeless. They took her baby from her. The breast milk could be flowing, no child to breastfeed. They can't forget how Korra stored her breast milk and shipped to Canada for them to
To
process it into powder. There are so many
yes.
things when you think about, you start questioning yourself. These people,
Hmm.
is it that they are witches resting in their coven or they never had children?
They just hated her.
What is the
They
reason?
see. Let me tell something. At this point, I don't really think it's because of what Justin Dean said. They just hated her. They hate her guts, her ability to refuse to conform to what society says a woman should be, dress, and look like. They hate the fact that she's thriving. You understand?
Yeah.
Because there is no way in hell that you can look at her and see. For instance, they say the child falls from high stool, but how do you know? Did you see the stool? Are you a witch?
Good
How do you know
question.
that it's high stool the child is falling from when you can't even see the child? All you hear is the fall. They fabricate all sorts of lies, those women. Oh, they say, oh, Korra did this, Korra did that. Korra, there's even one, oh, that the one that he filed recently, that Korra told June to take her nude pictures. Like, oh my God, you know? But you see all these women. See, I know many people don't believe in karma, right? But I do because I've seen it. And see, karma is bisexual. It screws
Exactly.
both men and women.
Exactly.
No matter where you go, you will pay. And all of them paid for it. Shame and disgrace. He called that long-mouthed donkey, called her scammer. And you
Mm-hmm.
know one thing? He hits their heads together. Race, that man is a very big racist, though. The
Hey.
idea that people think that just because a man married a black woman, he's not racist, is a myth.
No.
You can marry a black woman and be racist as hell.
Yeah.
He is a racist. And he enjoys the racism that he perpetrates. And black people who have no, but you know one thing, slavery happened because they were black willing people to sell their brothers to the slavery. And so you
Exactly.
just see it happen yet again with people that you think would know better, but they don't know anything better. Miriam does not believe she owes Korra an apology. She will owe the universe an apology.
Hmm.
She judged that girl wrongly. They
Wrongly.
judge that girl.
No.
They don't know what it feels like. A time where you should be recuperating, as in you're still bleeding. And that is when you are fighting for your life. On the media, you came out and for one day, for more than a week, you are one of the most hated people in Nigeria cyberspace. They were
Honest.
calling you prostitute, useless, because a man
And they extend the
didn't
hate
care
to
if you
anyone
died or
talking
not.
negative. They extend the same thing to anyone talking anything positive about Korra. On YouTube, yeah, that Oyoyo is always talking about Korra. Oyoyo is Korra's defender. I've got that 2 years ago. I got that a year ago. So the thing is, let's be human first. Let's be
Mm.
human. If those people had the humanity that God created human being with, they wouldn't have done what they did to Korra. But unfortunately, they are not capable of being human. Let's forget the fact that they are still breathing, they have oxygen, they are living, and all of that. They lack the capability of being human. I've said several times on my live stream, you don't know what it is to be black in America until you live in America. Forget the fact that you come and visit, but just take a moment. Come and live for 6 months, then you understand it. And it's even worse for you when you're in the system, where you're living here permanently. People
Mm-hmm.
don't get it. And it pained me so much when I thought, if I think about Miriam, I think about Madame Longmouth. I don't call her name, Longmouth. And when I think about Frida also, I was like,
Ah, that girl, I
I said,
detest her. Her own pick me, eh? Wah! Her pick me disgust me. Doesn't that one? She will continue to feed bottom barrel. She's the type of person that will eat even rice that is rotten. The under pot of rice that is rotten, she'll eat it just to feel among. That girl,
honestly,
eh?
when she did a
Korra.
show in Minnesota, I wanted to go to her show because we live in the same state, unfortunately. I wanted to see her myself. I wanted to have a look at this woman physically. I said I can't because of this lady travel for over an hour to just go see her. It doesn't make sense for me. Because I can't believe she's from the same state with Korra. If you had wanted Mr. Korra Obidi, go have him. After all, Korra is fully divorced from this guy. Anybody that wants him, he's free. Why coming to tarnish Korra's image so that you look good? What benefit? What benefit? So I try to make sense out of the whole thing. I can't. And I'm asking, posing these questions to them. What in particular did Korra do to any of these people? If they can actually tell me one single thing that
Nothing.
Korra did to them that made them have this kind of animosity towards her,
Let me
maybe
let
I
me
will.
tell you what Korra did to Longmouth. Longmouth bullied that girl, bullied her, and then they knock and block.
She's still doing the
She
same thing.
ran mad. Of course, she can't stop that. As in, you see that woman, eh? That's why I told you at the end of this whole thing, there are a lot of people that's gonna have poo poo on their tongue. They lick, they just don't lick bomb bomb. They lick inside of the rectum and take poo poo on their mouth in just because of Facebook money or clouds. See, me, I've been bullied though. I don't think you know. I've been, well, you can't bully me, Sha. That one, I used to say it. You think you're bullying me, but you can't bully me. They've put out my father's picture. They've put out my husband's picture, say that my husband is a pedophile. They've mocked me with my sexual abuse. They've put pictures of my children.
Wow.
But you see me, I'm an Igbo woman. Pure blood. Newi to be precise. Eh? And me, I am born titanium. If you like, I used to tell them to go and dig out my mother's corpse. When I
Mm-hmm.
finish, I will insult you very well. You cannot beat me with insults. Eh? I will give it to you waterporously. When I'm done, you'll be crying on your page, calling my name, insulting me, dragging me. If you put my picture, I copyright you. Straight. No, I don't have strength to quarrel with anybody with that
Mm-hmm.
one. You understand? These people are okay. Let me tell you something that somebody said last week. Somebody said that Korra booked, that's not last week, 2 weeks ago, that fat one that God will punish. The only, I'm sorry, I don't want to destabilize your life, because when I remember that woman, I'm like, oh my God, they're like Korra paid a man to. She said that somebody paid Korra money to bring the children
Yeah.
for as sex slaves. This is a woman that comes on her life and she's praying, and people are going to her life to join her to pray.
Okay,
Eh?
the favorite
And
pastor.
that fat one that looks that should be sleeping on top of treadmill. but she's on Facebook. Where she's really supposed to be is on top of a treadmill or inside gym, lying down there, intermittent fasting. She should leave fasting for Justin Dean and focus on intermittent fasting because I can hear her breath when she's talking. This woman lied that Korra, the other time she made a post saying that Korra slept with a dog and that Korra was planning to give the dog to her children to sleep. Sleep with. Guess who went under that post to comment?
yeah,
Justice mother.
Sonia,
Justice mother
commented.
Yes, and did not caution her and say, leave my children out, my grandchildren out of conversations like this. There to comment. I still have the screenshots.
Wow. Sincerely speaking, I think Korra should file, some kind of lawsuit against these people. That's my take, because I believe in action. I just don't believe in letting go. One thing, if one of them is used as a scapegoat, every other person will straighten up. That's what I know for sure. Korra should start picking all of them and filing lawsuits against them. Because if you're saying all those bogus things that you cannot verify, you cannot prove, the court says he who alleges must prove. They should come to court. So if you're saying I did this with a dog or I did that on my children, come and prove it in court. Because they're not going to stop. One would think that these women are slowing down. They are not slowing. They are not going to stop. I said it was yesterday or day before yesterday that I've been talking about Korra, talking about Mr. Korra for only God knows when. But right now, my focus is on these women. And I'll be taking it one after the other. I spoke about the women on Facebook group, which one the one Kim belonged to. Now I'm talking about Nigerian women. A lot of things about these people, I don't know about them. Sincerely, I don't watch them. I don't follow them. Not until recently, because I've been so mad that Korra has never filed any defamation lawsuits against these people. So
but Oyoyo, meanwhile, I didn't tell you. My father used to call my mom your name.
That's such a beautiful.
Oyoyo.
That's what my husband calls me. It's not my baby. It's my husband's given name. That's what the day he married me, and he brought me to their convention to introduce me to the whole of their people in America. He said, this is her name. He mentioned all my names. And I said that I chose to call her Oyoyo. And your name. All the men they started looking at him. So
see, I was going to say this, right? How can you sue someone for defamation when many of them are poorer than church rats?
It doesn't matter. It's not because of what you're going to get from the lawsuit, but for your sanity and integrity and to keep your name. Remember, the ingredients to prove defamation majorly, if your reputation is being affected, if you're losing money, maybe businesses, and then they are lying against you, you can prove defamation. Like this one,
I hear that is about $150,000 to sue for defamation.
I don't know if they has a price tag on it.
That's what they say. So why would I want to sue a church rat like this one that is seeking benefits in the UK? Or that's one that bought 10% house.
Do you know Tasha K in America is a big time YouTuber? Tasha K said all manner of things against
Cardi B.
Cardi B tried to, speak to her through her management to retract those statements, and she never did. By the time they went to court, Cardi B eventually won the case. I think it was after a year and a half or two. And the judgment was over 2-point-something million, including Cardi B's lawyers. And if you can't pay it, you file for bankruptcy, that you don't have money. Or if you cannot pay, they can attach because it's court judgment, they will attach it to your finances, every income you're making, every proceed. You get what I'm saying?
But I heard she ran away now.
I don't even know where she is right now. I've not been following.
Which ones are a waste of space? Like all these ones that some of them are hiding their identity. They can't even come out with their full chest.
No, they have homes. If they have a home, they can it's called judgment. They will find a way.
You don't understand. Let me give you an instance. My auntie just sued somebody in the UK, right? My auntie was bullied over Korra issue. My auntie and her husband, they sued the person. And the person got a 13 months in jail um suspended sentence, but the person had to do mandatory mental health evaluation, be
Yes.
treatment,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, that person lives off government benefits, lives in a one-bedroom apartment, right? This exactly. These people don't even have a home. They are on mortgage. Like literally, why would and that is the reason why I like Nigeria sometimes. If you talk about me like that, if you're in Nigeria, I find you, I beat you very well. Then we'll go to court for two fighting.
So okay, look at what Julie is saying. Yes, I didn't even think about that one. She can also get restraining order against all these people. If she doesn't just want to go full blown defamation lawsuit, she can get a restraining order. It's not only physical restraining order. They have, talking about the person both in print, internet, media, or
Yeah.
direct, indirectly, any of their relative, any of their friends, you can extend it. And when the court review what they've done so far on social media, the court will grant that. So there are so
Mm.
many ways to get somebody to stop saying, passing out lies against you.
America is a wonderful country. I mean, you would think that Crystal Hesketh would have been given a restraining order by now over what she did to the children. But you see, she's working free.
Yeah, because Korra did not start on time with that lawsuit. So until they get to court in August, then we'll now know what the court is going to decide concerning that. If she had filed the lawsuit the moment she got the videos or something, it would have been by now. They would have at least done something. So if you
Yeah.
don't complain, the court will not. They don't know anything until you lay your complaints and then follow it through. Then you'll be able to get judgment. But that woman, she's gonna find it very difficult coming out from that. She's even if she lies, she should delete all the videos. They can summon your computers and then do forensic analysis. They can call your providers, your internet providers. They're going to get everything you have stored on your devices or communication from your network providers. They can get all of those from the court order. So I want to believe Korra still has opportunity of getting these people to stop fabricating stories against her. But like she's a free-spirited human being. She takes a lot of
She
things
is.
easily. She doesn't pay so strongly attention to those, and that's why they kept on hammering. Her ex must have told this boy, I know Korra. Korra doesn't like the court. She hates going to court. So whatever you
No,
guys
I
do.
think basically Cora is not somebody who likes trouble because I once told this man, I said, if you were married to me, you will seek asylum in your country. They will put you in witness protection until we are done with our divorce. Because you collect my child. In fact, you fear will not even allow you. You will carry your bag, you'll be running. You will not even want the children. Anything that mentions my name around you, you will be on your way. Because this girl has been. Do you know? I know this is an unpopular opinion, right? But I can tell you for certain that a lot of the women who bully Cora, they are horny. Let me tell you why I say so. How can you be fascinated by another woman's vagina? You zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. You want to check the bum bum.
Don't be surprised. There was a story like that, something similar about another woman describing another woman's boobies on YouTube. So don't be surprised what people can do because of money. So far, the Facebook pages are monetized. They are making money of it. One of the reasons I know Longmouth will never stop talking about Korra, even if Korra wins all these cases in court, because her audience are the negative audience. The moment she
Yeah.
starts with something positive, they will leave her. And the same thing with Mr. Korra Obidi. The moment he stopped talking about Korra or Nigerians or the side effects of marrying a Nigerian, nobody will come and watch. That's why they can't. They are making money off it. Controversy sells, and they are really enjoying it in as much as what they are pretending not to. The thing I was suggesting for Cora, she can get all her pictures monetized. She can get all her voice monetized, her dance monetized. Anywhere, especially with Facebook, she can do all of that. That would be another thing I would suggest. Give me 1 second.
Hmm. Omo, Cora has been through a lot. Trust me, she has been through a lot. Mm-mm.
Honestly, see, I don't know why they dislike Korra so much. I don't know why. I'm trying to use the word dislike because of guidelines. I don't know
Yeah.
why, because it's not making sense. In any angle you look at it, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. I don't know what Korra did to them. There was a time I was saying to myself, could it be that this girl's mother wanted to marry Korra's father, and Korra's father ditched her and then married Korra's mother, and that's why they're having personal problem with Mr. Korobidi's father, because she did not stop at Korra or Nancy. Madam Longmouth stretched it to Korra's father until tomorrow. That one is still piercing my soul. This man did not do anything to you, did not do a single thing. He's not even on social media. Why are you bringing this man into your conversation? Why?
And you know something? You know something? And this is why when I want to insult Justin's mother, I insult her to the fullest. Because what is good for the goose is good for the gander. You cannot, because the reason why that woman could insult Cora's father is because Justin Dean brought forward Cora's father. That man did nothing. Even if you read the chat, he was so kind. He just said, just keep, the man is actually a peaceful person, unlike his mother, who came on social media to join in her son's series. Like, you can just, that the insult that man went through. Do you know it was Longmouth that was the one that started saying that Cora's father sexually abused her?
Honestly, I saw that. I saw that.
As in,
And
Korra
that
has
was
about
not
Zoe
recently.
has about five
Never in
restraining
April.
that was granted.
It
Can
was never.
imagine it. Mm-mm. Don't get me wrong. In this Korra saga, I've seen a lot of madness in full display. I've
Yeah.
seen all sorts. I've seen all sorts happen. But I'll just say this: everybody should just be careful. That's number one. Number two, there's nothing they can do to an idea whose time has come.
Yeah.
Talk about her all you like. Insult her from now. After all, they were calling Biden Sleeping Joe. He still emerged as president.
Yeah.
They said Michelle Obama was transgender. She was their first lady, right? You can never silence an idea whose time has come. Cora has shown time and time again who
Yeah.
has a better head on their shoulder. She has excelled. She has done well for herself. What has this man who made her in quotes? What has he achieved? Absolutely nothing. It is this. I
Don't
think.
get me
Do you know one
started
thing?
with that one. I made her, I gave her the platform. I brought her here. I made her. Sincerely speaking, when you look at before someone could actually say he made you, that person should be better off than you financially and
Exactly.
right? Because you can't be broke and making somebody that is better off than you. You can't. So when I hear him say that, I just laughed. Okay, you were in this country, you were born here, everything here. And all these years, nobody knew you on on social media until Cora came into your life. And that's the woman you made. How come you making yourself before Cora arrived? He doesn't think about it because to me he will have dementia when he wants to see when he sees the truth and then pretend as if those are not real, or maybe he forgot what really happened. All this while you were doing everything, went to school here, nobody heard about you, you had no internet presence until Cora came into your life, built your YouTube channel, now told you, Oga, I want to start managing my phones. Problem started.
I'm telling you.
I keep saying it is finances that is a major problem. The moment Cora said
Finances.
problem started, he started calling her names, and all these women, all these Nigerian women bought into it. The holier than thou. If you go to their homes now and check in with their children, they don't even know half of the things their children are doing because they are busy watching Cora's live stream every now and then, trying to figure out
Oyo,
what Cora is doing. They don't even know
oyo,
what their
nem.
kids are doing with the laptop and tablets they handed them over.
Oyo, nem. Do you know that Longmouth, her her, what am I going to call it? Her Mekus is on social media that she
That's
was
what
sending
I
to
heard.
another man.
That's
It's
what I
not
heard.
heard, it's true. That she was sending to another man that landed on her son's laptop.
What?
Yes. And this woman
Hey,
had things that she can open her mouth and talk about motherhood when you failed. Do you know the amount of failure you have to have failed for your nudity to be on your child's laptop? He
I'm
sees that you
telling
are
you.
cheating on his father.
Hey, who? But Sonia, if I may really ask you, what do you make out of Frida coming into this picture and then dragging Korra?
That one is a clouds hungry person. You see why it's something I said. I said all these women, all of them, one thing they have is inferiority complex. They think that there's this thing. I mean, these are people that tell you that white men don't lie. And I'll say, is slavery a joke to you? It's a lie that they sold to black people that made them able to capture them. So how can you say that white people don't lie? These are women with low self-esteem, battered
Exactly.
esteem, and the only way they felt like they could exert their dominance is to bully yet another. Hot people, hot people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Frida is coming from a marriage. Is or I don't know that she's still in the marriage or is hanging around the marriage, but I'll be damned that a man will put me in a chokehold and I'll go back. You understand? That's her court documents. A woman who is in a chokehold, a woman who is on OnlyFans, but you want to call people names. Can't you see that this is
When you
somebody
say
who
woman, no, you're not saying it right. A mother, she has three children. So she's a mother
that
in and
woman, I'm sure Miriam Awolowo is her mother. The two of them can
the
lie.
two of them, they can't even see eye to eye. They can't agree. They're fighting. I think
Jesus.
the information was that Frida came and then told JD to stop talking to Miriam. And Miriam used to be the person that Mr. Korobidi will say good morning to when he wakes up and good night before he goes to sleep. So that one alone got Miriam angry. And she doesn't want to see Frida. Hates her with every fiber in her being.
Ah,
Yeah, she
that
has three
lady, I don't
sons.
like
So
to talk
imagine,
about her because she's talentless. Were you on Cora's live today?
yes,
This
I
last
was.
live. You see that man that was singing, he still sings
I
better than
the
Frida.
man the
I
man
wrote it in the chat.
got me shocked. I was like,
I
"You said
was
you're a
I
singer?"
was laughing.
And Cora was just being nice. Nancy couldn't
Yes.
stand it. Nancy said, "Look at how you just kept a straight face." I went to TikTok to go and watch myself. Like,
Do you know that guy can still sing more than Free Pepe?
the guy, oh no. I think the guy
Hmm.
is not a singer. He just he was too shy to even look at Cora.
See, to be honest, right? That lady's let me tell you how this happened because there are so many lies in the public. When
Yeah.
that girl went on this guy's live, his followers were bullying her because she was black. Yeah,
Ooh,
and she was Nigerian. But don't get me wrong, she had already gone there with an attitude, saying things like, I am not from that Delta state. I'm from my people are nice people. You understand? She was already doing that. But nobody paid attention. We didn't care. So King, seeing that she was being bullied, gave her an olive branch, like don't mind them, you know?
mhm.
And I don't know how she thought that. I think she blocked King because people got in her ear to tell her that, oh, King came to mock her. I don't know, whatever. And she started to insult Korra. Oh, Korra sent them to me. Korra
Wow.
sent who? Can Korra send me to you?
I wonder.
You rats
Huh?
with your 5.2K followers that time. Unlike now that she has bought followers. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm like, who is this? That time I dragged that well. I won't lie to you because I look at this jumping toad owl, and you think that anybody cares about you? If you see the things that she did a day after her show, she went off on Korra. She said so much for a
Wow.
woman who never mentioned your name. You see that lady? She's one person that I wish that Korra can really deal with. But what does she have? She's a tenant in her own home, a house help in her own home. So why should Korra even waste time on degenerates? If it's me, I
No,
won't
no,
waste my time now.
no. That's where I disagree. Maybe because I'm a lawyer, that's why I'm saying this. At least this one lives very close to Korra. This one lives in the US. You get what I'm saying? And if there is
Yeah.
one thing everybody here in America knows is that liability is the order of the day. Liability is the order of the day. They don't want to take responsible for anything. They will make sure they protect it before it happens. If you go to a store and they tell you that this can cure you, this can cure this, then they will give you 20 side effects of that medication to let you know if you're buying at your own peril.
Yeah.
They've already taken themselves out of that liability. There was somebody that in my in my employment, there was somebody that didn't get a job with us. So the person already had my email because I was one of the correspondents to the person. So this person has a problem and he's suing everybody. So I get the email that I've been sued. And then one of the things that came out that he was asking if they can grant him his gun license. They had to call me on a meeting that if you're coming into the office, before you come in, this is your security phone number. Call them. They will meet you at the door at your car, walk you into the premises, and walk you back to your car before you leave because they don't want to take any responsibility in terms of liability lawsuits. They are not interested. They make sure everything is protected.
Oh.
So for me, if I were Korra, I will sue this lady. When I mean sue her, let her be the example for every other person out there. Whether she has money or she does, she should sell her car to pay the judgment fee. If she has any share, she should liquidate it to pay the judgment fee. Start with
Yeah.
somebody.
Ah, God. My
But
sister,
Kora is not that kind of a
you
person. I think
are.
she doesn't like anything caught. She doesn't.
No, I think naturally she's really not somebody who is problematic. I think as it left to Cora, I'm sure that their divorce documents would have probably been signed in an office as opposed to going before a judge. You understand? And
Exactly.
it's not because she doesn't like court. I think it's basically because she just likes, her peace of mind. She wants to just cruise her vibe, and dance her dance. She doesn't want anybody, just leave me alone. I want to be on my own, stay on your own. But no, her name feeds generations. You understand? Her name does. And because she's that brand that feeds, people can't get away from it. They keep talking about her. And the truth is that you see, I see everything as a blessing, basically. You understand? Because without her personality, there will never be an army for her. There are many people on this Facebook that have gotten that have had a messy divorce, right? Very messy one, and they didn't have an army like this. You understand? Like today, I just feel dragging that man's life. And if he can hear this live, he should keep Nigeria away from his mouth. Anytime he calls my people again,
Sincerely, I've
I'll
not
come
even
and
talked about
drag his
that
mother
one.
and the
I heard
farm.
it today. I heard it today that he was saying Nigerians are scammers, da 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 da. You know what I think? When he looks at his YouTube pay, if he's not looking green enough, he stirs up conversation, controversy on social media, so that people will pounce on watching, and that's what he's looking for. Because when he got a restraining order, I was thinking if he was really sane and suffering from, mental attack, he's claiming in his document. The moment you got a restraining order, you stop talking about Korra. But that didn't happen. You don't want her to talk about you, but you're talking about her.
Mm,
The law says he who comes to
imagine.
equity must come with clean hands. But you're not
Must
coming with
come with
clean.
clean hands.
But you're not. So I find it very repulsive that he kept on looking for things to say about Nigerians. And most of these Nigerian women, upon all the name calling, they are still there. If he's our people say licking his pekus or licking his whatever, licking
Yes.
whatever.
But
Sincerely
because they
speaking,
have
I
no
don't know.
self-esteem, because nobody can put me down like that. And the truth is that to think that the guy that was on that live was an Igbo man, I swear, if I see his accounts, I will tag him to a life and dedicate it to him.
And
Insult.
last
I'll
he
tell him, I say,
made
you're not
mention of
ashamed.
Igbos, though. He said Igbos do what?
He said that Justin Dean is like Igbos. In my mind, that's like it's like your father. Can never be
I'm
like the
telling
Igbo men
you.
I know. Igbo
Igbo
men
men will come and
are
be leave
known
everything they
odogu
want to do their business and come online and be fighting with
and be
women.
fighting rubbish when the man is building. I don't think he understands that Igbo men have a trade that is talked about in tech, that people go and talk on TED talk
Yeah.
about how we establish ourselves, eh,
Uh-huh.
without government anything. He should come.
Exactly.
You want to compare a Caucasian man that is hand-fed his privilege, and still, even with all that privilege that he's hand-fed, he's still a loser. You want to compare with an Igbo man that was born with nothing and becomes a billionaire on his own.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah, like an Igbo man.
The
As in, I
Igbo
was irritated.
was studied in Harvard. The art of apprenticeship. People don't get
Yeah,
it. For an Igbo man to have your time, that means that thing worth the money.
I'm telling you, he's
There is
seeing
no
money.
Igbo man I know that will come on social media to sit down and be saying my ex did this, my ex did that. That was why I was shocked when Yule Doche started dragging the ex,
That
dragging the.
one na lion don't born goats.
I'm telling you, I was shocked to see that behavior, but generally, Igbo people can never. I wish I know the person, but unfortunately, he deleted that live stream because,
Yes, I wish I knew the man. I want
yeah,
to warn him. I say, see, you're looking for a girl that you want to give Justin Dean. Give your mother to him. Leave our Igbo
or your
women
sister.
out of it. Leave our Igbo women out of this rubbish. You do not see men that have money to give our women. It's Oyibo that is looking for who will come and dash him money. You
Who will
want
be
your
invest?
sister to marry Justin Dean, and every 3 to 5 working days, he'll be talking about his ex and what happened in 1962.
Mhm.
Okay.
There was a time I made a video about talking about how obsessed this guy is with Korra. He kept on denying it, but it's very obvious. You don't even need to ask anybody. He can't live a day without Korra, and there is no way he can get a girlfriend or move on until he stopped talking about Korra. There is no way.
Cannot stop. Me, I prayed for him that he will. I made a prayer for him, and I mean every word. He will keep running mad on her matter. He will never stop. He will not have peace. Because he has no talent. He's a boring guy. He's not somebody that can host a conversation, right? He's not
Yeah.
somebody that you enjoy listening to. He's not somebody with a talent, any craft, nothing. And that's why, sis, go and see Nigerian chiropractors. If you see them booked and busy. Me, my father uses the one here in Lekki, booked and busy. As in, you call them, please, I need an appointment. The guy will say, I'm booked for the month. He's paid. You don't see anything about his personal life there. All he's talking about is business, business, business. Korra is an entertainer. An entertainer, she will come there, she will was. She's not a doctor. But you see this one that says he has 3 certificates that cannot spell. This doctor that cannot spell. He is the one that would act like, oh my God, they need to talk about me to think. Talk about you because you are who? The only reason we even remember that you exist is because of Korra. Outside of, if you even go and check his name on Google, you will see Korra, singing, singer, dancer, this one. You will see American Got Talent. When you go and check Google Justin Dean, what you see is ex-spouse of Korra Obidi. That's what you see on social media. Ex-spouse. You can imagine, God forbid, that I finish working hard in my adult age and then I be likened to, I don't even want to, even though I'm married, I don't want to be likened as my husband's wife. Spouse, Sonia Obi Okodo, spouse of, no, I want to be Sonia Obi Okodo. This. I want my CV to be looking credible, not attached
Exactly.
to somebody's torso because of marriage. That's what people aspire to be. This man is going to continue being under the helm of Korra's garments, like a woman with the issue of blood. You will see. Even when Korra gets married, he will not rest. Because tell me why you were in a real relationship, you were in a new relationship with another woman, and yet you were still talking about your ex. That
Good.
girl, she does not know what God did for her.
Yeah, the one that ran, she should be thanking her stars every day she wakes up.
Hey,
She should. And to be honest with you, sorry, Facebook, my phone died on me, so I had to quickly plug it. And just Sonia, give me 1 second. Unfortunately, I can't continue because my phone is charging, and I don't want to hold it on my hands or stand it up. Okay. If you want to continue this conversation, please come into YouTube and let's tidy up the conversation. I do appreciate all of you for joining me today. Unfortunately, I can't keep holding my phone like this, and it's going to be a lot of trouble for me. So let me allow my phone to charge. See you guys next time. Thank you guys immensely for joining me here on Facebook. All of you. I see you guys. I love you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you so much. All right, guys. See you next time. Unfortunately, I can't continue my Facebook because my phone died, and I can't keep holding it. Let's see. Um, okay. All right. So I've already, stopped that.
um, I
So
didn't
the
know
thing
that's
is,
what happened.
I tried to put all these women. Unfortunately, I lost faith in all of them because I can't see any single thing I will pinpoint that Korra did to these people to have carried on the way they carried on. Like I said when I was starting the live stream, I don't care who you support. I don't care who you support, who you chose to give your vote, because I can't dictate who you're going to vote. America is having an election come November. I can't tell you to vote this person, vote your conscience. But the thing is, even if you're supporting someone that doesn't look like you, let it be for a just cause.
I'm
Have
telling you.
a reason why you're doing what you're doing, not because of what somebody told you. As an adult, there are things we should be able to know in life. If they pass information to you, you're an adult. Your brain is fully developed at 26. And all these women, none of them is less than 50. The women doing all this most, except Frida, that should be in her late 30s, by me looking at her. So all these women, they've passed the
Sister
age of,
Oyo, bam, 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 bam. No, 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 no. Frida, late 30s. Bam, bam, bam. Now, why? Hi.
what
Frida
did
should like be middle age, 40 plus.
you can be serious.
Uh-uh. I'm serious. I'm in my 30s. Frida is 40 plus.
Hey, gosh. Okay.
She be deceiving herself there. Someone that looks like Marks of Zoro. No, that girl should be like in her 40, like 40 plus. These are women above 40 making a complete nuisance of themselves on social media. We are talking about, and you see them wicked women. Let me give you an instance. I want to give Miriam Awolowo some grace. The only grace I'm giving her is because she raised an alarm for what Crystal did. But here's the thing. Knowing Miriam, if this thing had happened when she was still in good terms with Justin, she would have come on social media and turned it. The only reason she's speaking the truth is because Justin and her. I don't. Because you see this thing when Justin called Lolo a scammer, Lolekia, Lolo without palace. That one when they called her a scammer. This lady came out and said, "You will go to jail. Look at what you've done. See what you allowed to happen to your daughter." She's the same person now coming to twist it. Because now she feels like she's in good terms with this guy's followers. You understand?
Mhm.
And wants to have. Lord, do you know why Lolo is pained? Let me tell you. Lolo has sided with this man for years. Not one single achievement in her life. Then she now saw, then to add injury to add pepper into injury, she now saw that her ex-best friend got a deal to help Nancy with her pots abroad. So she's bitter all from the beginning again. You understand? if you see what Lolo did, see, these women, they will be alive. Their karma will hit them, except there's no God. What they did to this woman, wicked. The only grace I'm going to give Miriam is because Miriam even opened her mouth to say something,
You
which
know
I
why?
know that if
You
you
know why
give her,
she said that? You know why? Because if truly they go to court and those videos are being re-examined by the court and they find it to be against the section of the law, Title 18 in America, that covers, pornography of children, all of them in that group, they will summon all of their what is it called, their phones. All of them could be implicated in that lawsuit.
hmm,
That's why Miriam started talking. There is a live stream I did here. It was basically that section of the law that we talked about on that live stream. I read what the law says, what is covered, everything. And that particular, one of the sections, it started with Title 18 of the US Code. And I think
oh yeah,
section,
somebody wants to call in. No,
okay, one, oh, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know. Let me get the link, okay? By the way, guys, like this live stream for me. Like. I'm not seeing my thumbs up go up. Like. I even completely forgot that. So does it make sense? I'm thinking. The link is down. If you're still here, jump in. Let's have this conversation because I'm trying to make sense of the whole thing. So I want to believe the reason why Miriam said what she said could be because she was in that group and she saw the video and she knows the video could implicate her. Let it be
ah,
that
no, that
she.
video was bad.
I
That
didn't know
video.
it was through Nancy that I heard about the video, and I came here.
Hey.
I made the live stream about the law. It talks about naked pictures. It talks about videos, and it talks about it's not until you put the children into the act that it becomes an offense. For the fact, mere fact, that you took a naked pictures of children, that's what qualifies that to be an offense. So now tell me,
Hmm.
if the video is bad, if the picture is bad, can't you see that all of them in those WhatsApp groups
Hmm.
are in for it? So I want to believe that's why
Hmm.
Miriam say Justin should go and do be a joint petitioner with Korra. The video is bad. The video is bad. I want to believe she wants to put herself out of it. Kim said she got the video, she sent it to police, to local authorities. And I made that live stream here, reading out all the sections of the law. If they go to court eventually and the court decided that this video, this picture, violated that particular section, this section, they will now start thinking about judgment. Unless the
Hmm.
woman is already pleading mental instability. So,
She can never try it. God will give her brain to be working.
hi, does it make sense? I can see you now. Welcome.
Yeah, Oyoyo and Sonia.
Good
Thank
evening,
you.
ma'am.
Good evening. Thank you guys very, very much um, for the voice that you all laid out. You know, it hasn't been easy. I've never seen anything like this in my life, any wickedness like this. I didn't know that people can be this wicked, you know. You gang up seriously against a child. Because these are all old women,
Exactly.
grandmothers. You gang up against.
It's. I think it's There's. It's echoing.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know why.
Um,
Let me mute my side.
I've never seen anything like this, like any wickedness like this. I didn't know that people can be this wicked, you know.
Are you watching it on another device?
I'm actually talking from my cell phone and it's
TV.
uh
Yeah,
on
you
my
have to turn
TV.
off one.
Okay, so let me turn on the TV then.
Yeah, or you take the volume down. with
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. So, anyway, I I would say, I'm coming. Just a minute. Oh, hold on. Let me. Okay. See. Yeah, is it okay now?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I've never seen any wickedness like this. I wasn't, as a nurse, we're very busy. So, no time to follow all these bloggers or whatever. I do some blogging, some about just strictly passing information to our people about allergies and all, all those stuff that have destroyed us, and all we think about is winch, 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 instead of focusing on what the problem is. So
Mm-hmm.
until I saw Korra having this life delivery, wow, I sat down, and that was how it all started. This guy came out to say you want to divorce. That's fine. Anybody can divorce. Divorce is not new. It's been happening before we were born.
Exactly.
My mom divorced how many men before she married my dad? My own dad died, and she remarried. So it's not a big deal. But this kind of evil, especially when you live abroad, if you are in Nigeria, you might not understand. But if you live abroad where nobody has that time to help you, a new mother, this guy took the baby away. And all I saw were wicked women insulting this girl. And I'm even looking at the person, that dirty long mouth in UK, who is insulting this girl. I was like, this person is so low. These are one of those girls that were trafficked to Europe to prostitute. You and Korra, you are not in any way close or related. But I kept, at the point, I blocked her. I said, I don't like listening to this nonsense. But later I regretted blocking her because I wanted to hear more. So there was a backup page or so she turned on, and I was seeing that page again. And one day I was listening up to the extent somebody was saying that they should pile Korra. And this was a Ghanaian lady. If I had known, I would have saved that video.
No, wait, wait. A Ghanaian lady said they should buy Korra.
Yes, so
Oh,
in
I have the
London's
video. I still
show.
have it. I think I still have that video.
Oh, thank you. That they should kill her. That the best thing is just to put a gun and
No,
put it on her
don't
head.
use those words. Let's use
I'm
pie.
sorry, Jared. That's why I say pie. I'm so sorry. You know that why don't they should just spy her? All they need is just put a bullet on her head. I'm like, what? Has it come to that? Somebody you don't know, somebody who is just living her own life the way she knows how to live it. I wasn't like a fan of, oh, she's naked. But if you are naked and you are comfortable, why not? That's your problem. In those days, you see our grandparents, our mothers in those days, they don't even tie wrapper. They open their breast when they are going after having kids. They open their breast and they are just going like that. They only tie short cloths and breastfeed their children. So what is the big deal? Oh, she's naked. Did she naked your own body? She didn't strip you naked. It's her body. And her private parts were not seen. And then all these people gather together. If you go to Korra's page at one time, all you see, cough. And I was so shocked. I was on vacation in Dubai when one day I tuned on and I saw this Miriam war, and then all the whole thing, all what she has done with Lolo started coming. I said, this is God. And I don't know what the word to use. Because initially when I'm talking about this, I'm crying.
Yeah. It's
If you're
very
not able to put yourself in that girl's shoes, the
exactly.
day I saw that girl come out with that pain, a woman who just had baby, I was
And
crying.
carrying things, putting it to her.
No, the first time she even came out to say, please, sorry, that she's going to explain all this in her kitchen. She was in pain. And then you have people insulting her, wishing her the most unspeakable things in this world.
Exactly.
Guys, do you people know Korra from anywhere in Adam?
That's my question I've been asking since yesterday.
Do you know her? Is there anything personally that she did to you, to your father, to your generation that you don't know? Come out and speak. Because this is pure evil. This is pure evil at the worst level.
Yeah.
Do you know Oyibo, man? One thing, Oyibo don't care about you.
Thank you.
The day they need you, they smile, they get what they want. When they are done, they dump you.
Exactly.
This guy saw what Korra carried. He saw he has gotten his daily meals. He will bring this African there to perform, and he is going to be a big guy. A local village boy from Oregon who lived and grew up in a farm, who is from unstable home, who has, I don't know, all America, America, God bless America. That's all I can say. Because somebody like that dustbin, if he was in Nigeria, wouldn't have relationship with Korra in the first place.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to have access to Korra. Some people see Korra and like, no, I don't just want to get it. No, she's a prostitute. No, you don't know her. Let's look beyond those persons. You know, many of us back home believe that when a woman is married to a white person, is a prostitute. No, it's not true. I had an auntie who met his husband in school, and they got married. He's a white guy, Swedish guy. You know, my auntie is late now, but she regretted it anyway.
Yeah.
You know? So, Miriam Wallawo, your karma is coming. It will come. It will come for a child who has done nothing to you. This child did nothing, absolutely nothing. You want the worst for her. But you know what I'll tell you? Your children are innocent. You will carry that cross. You will pay. What they all started doing is confession. Because Korra has grace. God is with her. For many that cried behind the door, that cannot speak out, that prayed for that girl, God will surely answer. Will surely answer them.
Amen.
Yeah.
And that Lolo, you can wear all the makeup, you are nothing. You can wear all the makeup and come to the streets of London. You are opportune to be in London. Doing what in London? When you came out, there was a time she came out with one dirty car and was insulting Korra. The Korra bag, they break into Korra's bag. And she was talking of how cheap Korra is. And I was looking at her and I'm like, who is cheap here? Is you.
Let me just say it now. Just took me back to when I saw her video. She was making a video that Korra, instead of Korra to take the children to McDonald's, she's giving them salad. That was
that's when I knew that her brain was not working.
I said I will never talk about this girl. She doesn't work my 10 seconds.
Absolutely, that's the same way I feel. Like this is gutter. This person is gutter.
How can you compare salad to McDonald's?
To
You're
McDonald's.
Your children in America not to eat.
I've been taking some Korra's pasta recipes when she's cooking. I love her cooking. I take a lot of this thing. I'm like, oh God, all this weight. Maybe if I start eating like Korra, maybe I might lose about this. You know, because you see her plate is full, but if you look at it, it's all healthy.
Sincerely, my second baby, when she was in daycare, this girl started loving broccoli, raw broccoli, just warm it or steam it.
Yeah.
Lunch, she will be eating it. I was jumping as if I won lottery.
Of course.
People don't get to understand what it is for you to start your child on veggie. And the reason why I knew my daughter was going to, because when I was pregnant, I ate spinach every morning until my 9th month. And that's why I never had morning sickness. a bag of spinach almost every morning for 9 months. So when you have a child that you're giving vegetable and one non-entity from somewhere will come and be making a video laughing at you, that instead of
Yeah.
buying McDonald's for them, I said, this
McDonald's.
don't want a second of my time.
Which
But I want you to
responsibility?
understand that this woman is highly uneducated, no exposure. She comes from probably the bottom of the slum. Now see something. A few weeks ago, these people were talking about Papa Obidi. Oh, Papa Obidi this one. Papa Obidi did not do that. They are posting
No.
him standing with his child graduating. And I said, how many of you in your family graduated?
Thank
Like,
you.
this man has 4 graduates. He has a pharmacist, he has a nurse, he has someone with a BA in business, a BSc in business administration
Complete
education,
family.
and then he has one who is a computer scientist, and then now has done another, computer engineering, and then now has done, whether you call it a master's or a PGD, whatever it is, he has upgraded his skill. Meanwhile, you have been sitting down on one chair talking about one person while your life is going
For
to
two
waste
years,
for 2 years.
you would have finished a master's degree if she had
I'm
started.
telling you, empty compound. That lady sounds like empty bottle of
No,
nothingness.
absolutely empty. And I'm not gonna. I really don't have time much, so I'm not gonna stay more long. But and then I started praying. I said, God, bring some intelligent bloggers. And I found Amora. Oh my word, I was so happy. Then Sonia, and then you now, you. I was like, yes, 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 yes. This is what we need. Because you see people, they're talking out of point, they're not making sense. You are there wearing lipstick and talking garbage from your mouth. The girl don't even talk to you. And then for
You know,
that myself, then
let me say something. Let me say something real quick to back to what Sonia was talking about. You know, Sonia, when she made that graduation video, whatever, she now said that these people, their father can lie. Korra is a liar. Nancy is a liar.
oh God.
Because Korra shared her own video like few hours before the graduate Nancy posted her own. So I now asked myself a question. I said, this lady has been on Korra's story for the past 2 years, going to 3, as a content creator. So she did not learn a simple thing about content creating, that you can make your video, edit it, keep it on your phone, share whenever you want to share. So for the
Exactly.
fact that Korra shared the video, and then the timing, she said, how can they be doing graduation? Look at the time on the travel video. People should not be giving this woman any
I'm telling you,
visibility.
that woman's
She
brain.
is
You see,
dumb.
when she was talking about Papa Obidi, I remember that her sister is constituting nuisance on Facebook instead of having a real job. Like, you don't have a business to your name. You have nothing. Like, this is a woman. You want to talk, as in, there's something that annoys me more than people who talk about people whose lives are above their tax brackets. It
Mhm.
annoys me because think about it. We saw your father's house. Your father's house looks like my security guard's house. Then you are comparing yourself to a man who has finished, who worked as an accountant. Who is your father? A
Ex-
retired chief sergeant. You
Sad.
understand? You want to compare yourself to a bank accountant who retired an accountant, raised 4 exceptional children. Show us your your siblings' degrees. I want to see
Oh, let
it.
her start with herself, her own degree.
Our own degree.
Mhm.
Which degree? The only
Mhm.
degree
Let
that
her
woman
start with
has
herself.
is its degree of in foolishness.
Honestly,
Empty. Do you know? And she feels like, she feels like she's this thing. Let me tell you what she did. When that woman started talking about Korra Obidi, she told the Edo community that she didn't have time for them. Why? She saw international people, and she didn't know that some of the people. Do you know? I have a friend who is a mental health nurse in the UK. She said that she has seen somebody in her ward commenting on Dustin Dean's life, supporting him. So apparently, some of the people that are supporting him there, some of them are in psychiatric ward. And they're the ones that will be commenting because don't you read comments? Don't you read comments and you be like, hey, is this person's brain working? Like, what's wrong with your brain? What's wrong with your brain cells?
It is
In fact, literally, let me tell you something I said. I said, for a very long time in my life, they told us that white people did everything. They said white people created this, built this, manufactured this. I said, when I came into the Korra saga, the amount of white people that cannot write their own language, which is English, with loss, that's no single form of comprehension. You'll be saying A, you'll be saying Z. I said, if these are the people that represent Caucasian people, you people are dumb as hell.
Oh, this is the thing. Many people think Caucasians, they are just perfect people. You have those that are like low, as in very, very low.
Exactly.
That even we that are immigrants even live far better than most of them.
Exactly.
And when you are in their neighborhood, you try to stay. No friendship. Don't come into my house. Be on your own. If
Let
they
me
say
use
hello, I say
to
hello.
say this thing here because I learned he made a video calling Nigerians scammers. When it comes to United States of America, the highest among immigrant countries, all the countries that came here, Nigeria is number one in home ownership. Nigeria is number one in college graduates. Nigeria.
The facts are there. CNN did a documentary.
Is family is statistic. Go online, Google it. For
It's
this
there.
guy that is the first graduate in his generation
In his family.
to come and call Nigerians scammers. I find it
Please, I want to sorry, I also want to add something. The average Nigerian who is in the slum can spell poisoning, can punctuate. Because did you guys see that document that guy submitted? No full stop, no comma. In fact, let me read it. I need to look for
But
it and read it.
that is a sick man now. That guy, I don't, whatever he has done to Korra, we enabled him. Because you cannot see evil and you're clapping. The enabler, Madam, even the Oyibo that joined him to do that, is what we experience every day at work.
Yeah.
One of our Nigerian girl was just fired in one place. The story wasn't so good. She made a mistake. She trusted them. And when she told me the story, I'm like, you don't trust them.
Yeah.
And then the one that was supposed to be her friend, he said, he just looked at her and won't say hello again. I said, of course, she doesn't need you anymore. He said she was shocked. He said, you know what, Oshuko? Oh, I was really a fool. She was born in Canada, but she didn't grow up here. She went back home and later came back. I said, so that you're born in Canada doesn't mean you've now become a Caucasian. You're not. You learn to accept who you are to survive in this community.
Exactly.
And especially if you're in the medical field. I don't know of other field, but the medical field is no joke.
Yeah. It is the same everywhere. It's still a struggle. And to be blunt, in America, people don't get it. So that's why when I see people calling Korra names, I said they don't know what it is to survive. In this country, there is no free lunch. If they invite you for a birthday party, you're paying for your own birthday party. If it's Nigerian party, you're going to. If it's not a Nigerian party.
I want to read the document of somebody who said that he is small.
Sonia, you're very funny. Are you there, Sonia?
Hey, did it in? Sorry, hold on. Let me. I want to hold on. Let me share it to my other.
All right, guys, please, can you like this video for me? Click the like button. And if you like what we are doing here, My membership button is on. Okay, join my membership if you like what we are doing here. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do so, and share and tell your friends about Oyoyo's world. Okay. Before we start talking about Korra, Oyoyo's world advocates for women, girl, child, the elderly. These are the things that are the core things we discuss here, and especially things happening in our society, the trending stories and issues, societal issues, marriage, family, and every other thing in between those. So if you like what we are doing here, subscribe to this channel, turn your post notification bell so whenever I go live, you'll be able to get notified. And also, my membership here at Oyoyo's World on YouTube is on. Join my membership to support Oyoyo's World. All right. Thank you all for being here. It's been 2 hours and I really appreciate your time here. Thank you guys immensely. All right. So if you're ready, Sonia, let me know if you're ready so we can hear what you're reading. So Sonia wants to read the court document, Mr. Korra Obidi file.
Please let me read it.
Okay.
Because that document, it would forever shock me in ways that you don't understand. I'm coming. I want to get it out from my other phone. I hope I have turned this on. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to turn on my Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, so I'm sure it will come in now.
Okay.
Okay. So he said, tell your mommy to buy me a plane ticket, please. You have a court case. I'll be sorry. Fight for your right, fight for yourself, and leave me alone. You don't have to sleep all night in Nigeria until she's 100% emancipated from the shackles of whatever she went to China to bring to my family. You guys, I don't even know why are your people worried like? Here, this is what a person that says he's a doctor filed. Can you tell them, can you guys stop worrying yourself? Honestly, I see some of the emails. I'm like, is it this who is making you this agitated? Who are Jesus Christ? Cha, you might want cha entered it too. Jesus Christ, cha. You might want to sit down, please, to sit down and do it gently so that you don't hurt yourself. Please tell them not to worry themselves, okay? My people, don't worry yourself. You worry yourselves. Everything will work out. Everything is in order. All is in order. Things are getting better. Chris McKinney, thank you so much for $9.99. One thing I know is someone who is happy doesn't try to hurt others. They are saying, you guys, I'm trying too hard not to say so many things. I'm just like, yo, why are you worried? The world is so making you.
No, was this a chat or a written document?
This is what this guy filed in his restraining order.
Wow.
I'm not. Oh, you've not seen this document?
No.
I'll find a way to email it to you.
I just got the headlines when she talked about Korra paying medical bills.
Restraining order violation by my book. What will happen in future? Maybe you might like The Village. Me like The Village. How? Thank you, loving, for buying her book yesterday. God bless you. Yes, thank you. Go buy my book if you want to see my truth. This is what a man, this is the man that calls my Nigerians illiterate. Go read a book. Go read a book. Go and read a book. Do something with your life. Go read a book. But this is what you filed. Wow. This is what you filed in a court. I'm sure the judge will just be like, again, Sonia.
I think he realized he made a big mistake, and that's why he gave money to get a lawyer. And let's not forget that he called Korra out for going for GoFundMe. He said the law legal fees doesn't cost money, and the same minute he was saying it, he said he spent over $170,000 last year on legal fees. And Miriam herself came to confirm that they, in those groups, raised $160,000 for those legal fees. The cases they did, that was what they paid. So now there is no truth in this guy's name. I really feel sorry for whoever that is believing him, because you can't tell me legal fee that Korra was asking for is 6,500. Then on your part, you spent 170,000. So
Exactly.
he's seeking for 100,000 for legal fees. It's not for one transaction. It's not for one representation. It is based on retainership, because her case is going to be longer than this. By the time they finish with Crystal, she's already in court again with Mr. Korra Obidi, and multiple others that might come in the future. But this
Hmm.
guy plays down on Korra and pumped himself up to look good. He said he earns over $50,000 a year, and he's there asking people to give him coffee. That he can't. He needs money for legal fees. Now, when you keep lying, like
It
what
will catch up with you.
Mr. Trump taught us last in 2016. Once you keep lying and lying and lying, before you know it, people will start believing those to be true. During the campaign of 2016, all the medias in America, they started doing what is called fact check. If Trump says something in a campaign, they will come and fact check it to make sure it's correct. And that's what this man is doing to social media. He lies and he pretends he did not say that. He will call other people out for the same thing that he's doing. Anybody believing him believes him at his own peril. I don't have any pity for them because they are really lost.
Yes.
For all of them
Any,
claiming that whatever they
for,
were doing were for the
for,
interests of the children, they should think again. They don't love those children more, they will never love those children more than Korra will love them. And
Yes.
another thing I will say, let me even ask our audience and ask all of us here today. How can you claim to like a child that you really despise the mother?
the mother.
Point of you want to buy the mother. How can you like the DNA of that person?
Good question.
Is it possible?
Nope.
Never.
I don't know.
Never.
The long mouths, they were all praying they should take the child. They should take the
Yes, so
children. Thank
long
you.
mouth said that
They say,
Korra should pay
hey, Korra
child
will end
support.
up in the street with sniffing. I'm like, what is all this now? I've never seen any. I'm like, is this what social media is all about?
It's not.
If that man, if that woman was in Nigeria, long mouth, can she really
The
do
day she
that?
comes to this country, I promise you. Anyway, let me not say anything.
I pray you should go that country from airport, unless when Korra they go, I think she they announce from airport. She goes see people when they wait for her with stone.
I beg.
No,
So
make you just stay for that high horse.
She should not stay there because she must answer.
She has
See,
no
me, I'm not
future.
going to
Does
do
she think she has a
anything
future?
illegal to her. You
Yeah.
understand? She's
Yeah.
too small a person for me to soil my hands in dirt. Well, like I always say, when I want to eat frog, I eat big frog. This is a little fry. Do you understand? I will do, but whether it's legal, except maybe Nancy them no day here. The day she lands in this country, she should not lie you. The day she lands here, she will know that you can be on exile from your own country for what you've done.
Yeah. Another
She
thing
will
I
know
was
that
saying,
that lady
I
is
can't
wicked.
say she's
She's
married.
too wicked. People,
She's-
somebody you don't know.
Yeah, she says as they say she's married an Igbo man, right? That's
He
what
she
I.
married what she married you know those kind
That
of
will not be correct Igbo man because now Igbo man, but don't tell her make it shut up. Igbo man has pride. Now will not be Igbo man.
you were not even here when I said we were talking about it. Me and
Igbo man,
Sister
Igbo
Oyoyo.
people have pride. Igbo men, Odogu, they have pride.
That
They
one
don't
is
pride
Odiegu.
themselves.
What I
Her
want to
husband
say,
is not Odogu, Odiegu. Odiegu is Kufiakwa, God forbid. Odogu where? Who dash am?
No, what we
You
call
cannot do
Odogu,
Odogu with empty pocket.
that's a strong man. That's my understanding. I'm from Delta.
No, Odogu is for people that have money, not for people that watch their wives come on live video coughing when they are supposed to be sick, getting medical help. That lady, which man who has balls in between his legs, lets his wife bully people like this, curse people's children. That woman literally calls people's children bastards.
Honestly.
Even that Benin that she's from, I wonder if she can go there.
She be
Honestly.
they say they don't use Oba of Benin Juju take swear for her. Maybe that's why she's operating on a course. Who knows?
Do you know what she said about Nancy's father-in-law when they went for burial? So she said that because she's married an Igbo man, so she's also now Igbo. That
We don't
how
claim her, please.
wait now, let me finish. How can they go for a burial and their father is somewhere in Canada? That the man is not in any Canada. That the man just didn't want to failed family. So I came on a live stream. That was when it
Jesus
happened. And I
Christ.
told this man, this lady, I'm sorry. If you don't know a culture, don't get involved
Shut
into it.
up.
Ask questions, get educated. It doesn't cost anything to sit down with someone who knows how it's done in their community. The parents of the person, so far they are not within reach, is not mandated for them to be there at the
To
funeral.
come. Exactly.
They have what we call omonna. Your omonna will represent you in your absence. This
Her
girl,
husband does not have woman now.
maybe that's why.
Yeah,
Or maybe she was married without any omonna approval.
exactly.
It
It
could
might
be.
be.
Maybe the man was, falling into problem with the government. They now, because she has papers, they had to. Anything could be possible. Because you can't tell me you know Igbo culture, that simple thing on how burials are being done. You were using it to mock Nancy, to call their names, to
On go. On go, lo. You just showed the core Igbo people that they didn't marry you well because
honestly.
I don't have to be there. I don't. Let me give you an instance. My elder sister was pregnant when they buried her father-in-law. So she couldn't be there. Who
Yeah.
went? Me, my dad, and my sister. Someone like this Mumuna will say, hey, why didn't she go? As in
Mm-hmm.
she was not even pregnant like heavily. She was just, um she was just early stage. I bet leave this stupid woman.
Honestly, when the few things, a few occasions I came across her videos, I said she doesn't want my 10 seconds because she has spoken, poorly, like somebody who has no education, especially high school education. Because if you have high school education, even our middle school here, that's after primary six, okay, they know what vegetable is. They know that McDonald's and all of fast food is not the real diet. Then she now continued to disappoint herself, not me. When she talked about the Igbo culture, I know Igbo culture. I just couldn't. I said this woman should stop. Get little education. Let them teach you about their culture. So I want to believe she has no idea and she doesn't want to learn. Some people in their foolishness will think that's the best way to go about things. And she kept on displaying her foolishness. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Yes.
much.
Thank
I'm
you.
working tonight. Let me run. You can see I'm also. I worked last night and I'm working again
Yes,
tonight.
please
So,
go. Please go. Please go.
all
Thank you
right.
for
Thank you.
joining us
Okay.
today.
Okay, no,
And
God
thank you for
bless you.
sharing.
Sonia, all of you that brought
Thank
out
you so
the
much, ma.
positive voice, God will bless you all.
Thank you.
And bless our girl, Korra.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
I really want to honestly. When I talked about the other women in WhatsApp group, the Caucasian group, that their aim was to deport Korra. I asked them a few questions, and those coming on my live stream, because I said, if you come to rewatch, leave me your comment. If you can tell me one of the reasons why they wanted to deport Korra. For them to deport you from America, you must have committed an offense, a crime. Okay, it would be a crime against the country, a treasonable offense, or it could be a criminal thing that could land you to, federal prison or even state prison. It could be, it must be, not it could be, must be something big, you understand, that will show that you don't have the character required to be granted American citizenship. Korra hasn't done
Mhm.
any of those. And all of the people coming to rewatch that video, they couldn't tell me one single thing that Korra did to them for these women to gather themselves in groups and fighting her. And they said in all the groups they created against Korra, this man is a member in all of those groups. His number is there. He gets updated from the groups to tell you how evil some people can be. And for Miriam, I was even taking it lightly with her because of what she started saying lately. But unfortunately, I don't have any. I used to call her Madame. I said, no, I'm not going to call her that anymore. If this woman, reached out to Korra to help Korra and Korra did not respond, she now turned against Korra. That is a malicious intent to do what? Punish Korra. Because I don't see any other thing Korra did. Korra Obidi will not be the first woman, the first Nigerian to marry American Oyibo. Korra Obidi will not be the first black Nigerian to marry Oyibo. She will never be the first to divorce and never be the first. It's going to happen tomorrow. People are divorcing as we speak.
Exactly. Oh.
What Korra did to them, I cannot understand. So tell me, in our community, we have a lot of people already, our children here, they are marrying Oyibo. Oyibo are marrying them. You understand? Because these are the people they went to school with, grew up together, and things like that. We are talking about diversity. America has been preaching about diversity, 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 giving people equal opportunity, giving people, including everybody. We are talking about inclusion, EAI, access, equity, and inclusion. Everybody is invited, giving everybody the opportunity to live the way they want to live and live freely. All of these people, there was a time they came, attacking me. That was about over a year ago in one of my videos. That Korra did that. I said, look, I personally cannot dress like Korra. But the thing I'm going to ask you guys is this. If your daughter or your son wakes up tomorrow and tell you, I used to be a girl, I want to be a boy, are you going to throw your child away? Most of them did not answer me. And I said again, you guys should not pretend that is not happening to our community. It is happening among our children. Are we going to discard our own? No. If you can't throw away your child because the child woke up one day telling my mom, I used to be a girl, now I want to be a boy. That's the inclusion we are talking about. What
Mhm.
has Korra done differently because of the lifestyle she has chosen? Is Korra your toddler home? No. Is Korra a full-grown adult? Yes. Is she a law-abiding resident of California? Yes. Does she pay her taxes? Yes. Is she obeying every rules that you're supposed to be as a resident of a community? She's doing all of that. Then what has she done that you want to sit in the comfort of your home because you're a keyboard warrior? Think you
And
can.
call ice. And call ice on her.
I'm
See these
telling you,
people, they will never end well.
how she should live her life. That's where I have a problem with. I'm not saying I'm not an artist. I can't dress like Korra. I just gave an example in one of the live stream I made. BTE award just happened. Go there and see how these people, all the artists that came, how they dressed. Tiwa Salvage. I just saw her picture trending today on Tunde Edna's page. What Tiwa was wearing and how she was sexual, doing her body. I forgot I'm on YouTube. Is that far from how Korra dresses? It's not far. Even despite the fact that most people in Nigeria now wear bikinis walking around, wear shorts, say wear bomb shorts in Nigeria. Korra lives in California. This is summer.
A naked state.
Thank you. This is summer. Do you know why I wanted to go to Vegas on vacation because my kids are still a little small. I can't go to Vegas. Do you know why? They will just wear American red flag bikini without bras on in Vegas. People don't just get it. Now, every state in America is warm. Every state is warm. Bomb shot. And it's not the ones that you'll be seeing their butt
They are
cheeks.
bomb chick.
Yeah, that's what they wear. So if she's walking the streets of California now, she will see over 10 people that dress alike. So nobody's looking at you. Nobody gives 2 cents. about whatever you're wearing. What the law requires, are you an abiding resident or abiding citizen? Are you doing anything or plotting anything against the state? These people could not find anything to chase Korra out of this country because they wanted her to leave so that she can never have access to her children. Because once you're
Including Lolo. This woman, she will pay. I'm telling you, you will see now. You remember, I said this today. She will pay. She will pay in a way that she will not be able to finish the payments. People after her will start paying it too. Because the wickedness. But you know one thing, let me tell you, there's one particular one like this that came to Nigeria to look for man. It's like the man broke her heart. She turned to dog.
wow.
Every day, Nigerian, you Nigerians, you this, you scammers. Is it me that told you to go and spread your leg like 35 up in Weka Road, Onitsha, for a man that don't like you? That just saw you as I'm sure the man would have witnessed you and known that you are mad. He doesn't want nothing to do with you. The wickedness I have seen towards this girl, they've said she's on drugs. Oh, sorry. drugs. I'm so sorry. They said she's on that. They've called CPS. They've called the police. They've called immigration. They've called so many things on this girl. But let me tell you, all of you have children. Except you were just. Except you were fair. You will pay for it.
Yeah.
When it starts to happen to those with you and after you, you remember the wickedness you showed, the chance you didn't give another person. Because like I said, I'm here today because the bullying was too much. In fact, I jumped on board because a disgruntled woman was going after children.
Yeah.
And that's when I jumped up and said, it's in the happen. Like, because before I was just in the charts defending. But it's a lot. You can't do this to somebody just because she does not live on your moral compass. Is she committing a federal crime with how she's dressed? No.
No. Not at all.
But as in, people like, I told somebody, one of them, I said, people like you would never have allowed Rahab a chance. Rahab was what? You know what Rahab was, right? But through her lineage came Jesus Christ. You are not the standard of anything. The only people that want to be like you people is delusion. I don't judge people, because me, even though I'm married, you see me, I have pecky boobs. I used to show my cleavage, even though I'm married though. But me and my cleavage, we are one of a kind. If you don't like it, close your eye. Yeah. I don't live on anybody's standard. My husband will tell you, do whatever you want. My husband is an Igbo man, pure Igbo. Newi man like me. But he's young, and when we do, because we married really young, and when we do what we are doing, trust me, believe me, my husband will stand by me anyway. And tomorrow he will not come out to tell me, look at you, every time you are showing your breast. He can't do that. This guy has no integrity. And so, I don't know any of this man's followers that don't lie. I don't know. Because they lie. Do you know that you can hate somebody and still be truthful?
Exactly. That's why I say, even if they decide to support this man,
you can dislike somebody and say,
something.
No, this is not true. No, this doesn't make her a bad person. Oh, she's a bad mother. Meanwhile, some of these people that are calling her bad mothers, they were raised in shelters. They were raised by people that are doing cuckoo. There are people that take all sorts. They were raised by women who had them for 12 different men. 12 different children.
Let me take a break a minute, okay?
Okay. They were raised by 12 different men. Women who judged this girl were raised by fathers who didn't step up. When they defend this man, it tells you the kind of fathers and husbands they are, that they have. Because you see, if you're loved right, if you were raised by a man who will put his life on the line for you, when you see a deadbeat, you can spot them from a mile away. You don't need anybody to tell you. But when you are having daddy issues, anything that comes online to say, I'm a great dad, I'm a great dad, you'll be like, oh, yeah, he's a great dad. Because you don't know what a great dad is. And these are the people. These are the people who have a thing or two to say about Korra. Evil, evil people. But you see, God does not sleep. At the end, I will keep fighting for her. I will keep speaking on for her. In fact, if you see my nude post it. I don't care. But I'll keep speaking for her. Because enough is enough.
Wow. It's been quite an interesting conversation because when I was starting this live stream, my heart was heavy, especially the fact that the people I'm trying to address are my sisters, if I'll put it that way. But when someone has crossed the line and treated you like a stranger, there is no point regarding that person as a sister. What these women did to Korra without any just cause, I can't still wrap my head around it. Because if you're fighting for something, there should be a reason why you're standing up for something, why you're fighting for something. But this one, there is no single reason. And they kept on pushing. I'm so glad to have had all of you. And thank you so much, Sonia, for jumping on this link today because you actually threw
Thank
a lot of
you.
light and a lot of info on today's conversation. I can't figure out what Korra did personally to these women. I can't. Since I said I was gonna discuss this 2 days ago, I've been struggling with with my mind, trying to search any possible thing that could have happened. Maybe there is something somewhere. I tried and tried. I cannot figure it out. I said, okay, did they meet in Nigeria? Did they take their father's land? Because if it's a land dispute, we all know how it goes in Igbo land. Did they take maybe snatch their husbands? What? Korra has never met any of these people personally, except on social media. And for them to concoct their statement and make it suit their narratives, baffles me. When Nancy was talking today with Korra, I said, Nancy, you started again. Oh. You started, because the next thing they are going to do, they will pick the words on different sections and put it together, and it will sound negative to their ears. And that's what they're best at doing. They can never put a statement from beginning to the end of sentence where the period stops. No. They will put, phrases and join it together and come and tell you that Nancy said this. Nancy did not say that. Nancy is calling the sister a liar because the sister is a liar. I know tomorrow now it will be in the news because Nancy was saying, Korra, you lie. You lie. How can you look at keep a straight face with this guy and tell the guy that he sounds fantastic?
They'll do it. They'll do it.
They'll
But
do
you
it
know what?
tomorrow.
And I think we've gotten to a place where we chop past nuts. You understand?
Honestly, they're going to do it tomorrow. So I was like,
This one is not. Have you not heard the new one that is trending? They say Korra favors one child above the other.
I heard that one this morning. I didn't
Okay.
even speak 2 seconds about it. No, no, no.
That is where you will know that all these people that they used to hide and smoke something.
I'm telling you, they're high on something to have thought about. No, no, no.
Keep supply. Their supplier is giving them something that is not right.
I don't want to think about that a minute. That is insane for anybody to think about. Like, I think of that. It's insane.
At the end of the day, I'm happy that social media is not the court of law.
Yeah.
So they can say whatever they want to say. At this point, I think we are past what they want to say. They can talk, say rubbish. Me, my focus is Justin Dean. As he said, that girl will not have peace. As he says he will continue, I will continue to come for him like the way I come for him, unapologetically. If you like, go and dig out my grandfather's skeletal matter. whatever I want to do. But whether I'll talk about him, I'll talk about him, and God knows. I will not lie to you, sis. You have a lot of grace. I don't have this kind of grace. I used to drag him straight, insert.
No, no. See, in what I was asking for is for them to have peace. I need this to end because I'm not
It
seeing
can't
the end.
end. A
I'm not seeing the end.
narcissist. See, let me tell you what's going to happen. I people should mark my word. Korra will remarry. Korra will remarry. Korra would find love. Mark my word. Justin Dean will go before court and say that and and either cajole his child to say that the man that Korra married is touching him, just for another touching her, just for another drama. What? Just watch. Just watch and see.
I know it's not gonna stop. I'm not seeing them stopping soon, but for the sanity of them and the children,
He
this man
doesn't care about his children. If he
needs to
did,
stop.
he would not be granting interviews to people who are supposed to be residing in Yaba left.
Because I keep telling his followers and his, those that claim to love him, if you truly love Mr. Korra, because I know they are here watching and listening to us, and they're the ones that will not like my video. So if you haven't liked my video, do me well by liking the video, click the like button, share, and also tell everybody, even share to Mr. Korra Obidi. You know, the thing, if they truly love this man, they should get him help. They're already buying him groceries, sending him gifts, and not paying his rent, donating money for him. That is not enough. If they love him, they should tell him to shush and stop making references about Korra. There is no statement he will make and will not make reference to the woman you got a restraining order not to talk about you. And Korra has way moved on. Is this guy that is dragging her back to even having some certain conversation? When he did Tell It All, to be honest with you, I didn't watch a single video because I felt it was too petty for me to give my time. I don't need to hear what happened to you and your ex in your home, in the bedroom. I don't need to hear all of that. He came talking, Korra did this, da 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 da. The much I got from the information he shared at the time was from my friend's live stream, Entertainment Daily. That was the much I got. I didn't give 2 cents because I felt it was very relevant for me to give my 30 minutes, talk more of an hour. But the thing is that when he was saying those things, those women were happy. They have seen something to talk about. They were busy calling Korra names. And I'm still saying it. If you truly love Mr. Korra Obidi, do well by him. Get him help. Tell him to stop talking about his ex. He got a restraining order against this woman. Stop making reference because in his own restraining order, he said directly or indirectly, talking about, including through friends, family, and what have you. Let him stop referencing to Korra. It doesn't add up. And again, book him therapy sessions. He needs that. Book it out for 6 months. He needs those because once you have that kind of bitterness that this man has towards Korra, he is the one suffering. I've never seen somebody with a lot of bitterness in his soul that really gets good sleep. They age very quickly. They're always distressed. And the next thing, anxiety, the next thing, depression. Get him help if you love him. And for all of you that will come to my comment section to come and attack my people, get ready. If I have time, I will respond to you. And if I don't have time, if you don't want my 2 seconds, you will not see my channel again. So I'm still asking all of you women in the WhatsApp group and the women that had a face group, all of you, tell me one thing that Korra Obidi did to any of you, including Madam Longmouth, Lolo, including Miriam, and all the rest that I don't even know their names. One thing Korra did to you, it might actually help me to understand your reason for dragging her for over 2 years, even after she got a divorce signed and sealed by the courts. You're still dragging her. What is that one thing The body she's using to dance belongs to her. The clothes are hers. She hasn't asked you money to buy her one. Tell me one single thing Korobidi did to you to justify the reason why you guys hated her so badly that most of you were wishing her not to go 6 feet under. One, I'm not asking for two things. One thing that she did to any of you. If any of you could come up with one single reason why we are doing what you guys are still doing to her, then I can understand. You know why I'm asking? If it's because she disciplines her children and says stop making noise or this, you did worse than that. Most of you use kobuk and flog your own children. Most of you lock them inside the door, giving them red and timeouts. So tell me, what is that thing that Korra did to any of you? Starting with Miriam. Miriam, to say that I'm disappointed about you is an understatement. Because when I think about you, your age, I was like, no, it did not happen. Now you're asking, you don't even know why you got in this case in the first place. Simply because the man blocked you. Simply because the man doesn't want to take your advices anymore. Assuming you guys were still body, you would have continued to drag Korra, continued to file CPS cases, continued to call CPS. How much money, time, emotion that you guys put in all of this, and how are the mighty falling? All of you. He called you guys name, continue to disparage your country, and you guys are still there. When the video, I made a live stream, I said, when that video made rounds in that WhatsApp group, how many of them called this man out? None. How many of them made video about it? None. It took somebody to share it on Father's Day for them to start putting it back. It was Korra. This video has been out since, and none of them did anything. But what did you guys do? Did you open that video? Did you click to watch? Did you receive? Did you store? Did you share? What part did you play? I will keep asking this question. I will. Joanne, that's how he despises her. He has always mentioned her. Exactly. In my country, we call it two types. Look at this, we're describing the Igbo here. I mean to say, na aspire the Igbo. I'm waiting they make them they smoke.
I'm telling you. Me personally, I please, just in case you guys can hear me, dear Ndi Beribe, you fans, please don't find him help. Please, I beg you people, leave him.
Sonia!
No, he will never find help. They don't give him therapy. I made a prayer, and that prayer, I stand by it. He will continue to mention her name. He will continue to fantasize and be depressed, knowing that she will never come back and that her money he will never see. He will continue to be pressed. Her success will continue to cause him emotional distress. Let him continue. He will not get help. Because I've noticed that these people don't realize when he's breaking down. He's entertainment for them. When they are in their nursing homes, like one that came to call Korra bad mother. Meanwhile, she was in nursing home. I dragged her that day. I said, look at you. They kept you in the home of the elderly. Your children didn't even love you enough to keep you in their house. And you want to call somebody a bad mother. You are a wonderful mother. And you are wearing your Sunday best cap, looking like Nanny McPhee. And you are trying to insult somebody. Look at the Mother's Day you had. Lonely woman. And she never responded again. So please, I'm hoping, please, you people should leave him. He will continue to be your entertainment.
Sonia, no. I believe in second chance.
He will continue to be your entertainment. He will
No.
continue to be your entertainment. Ah, God. He should continue to give them content. You see, when he was doing his series, I was happy. I said, God, he's unraveling. And do you know the funny thing is, he has so. Do you realize that as Korra lovers, we know when Korra is sad. Like we get her. We just have to see her eyes to know that she's sad.
Yeah.
These people cannot even tell that that man was. Or I've never seen someone saying, "I want to free my mind. I want to do this to clear the air. I want to feel better." And with as he was saying, he was still looking depressed. He has done series one
He's
to
very
part
good at
one to
trying to
10.
validate himself. He doesn't really need social media validation because he's not
Ah
gonna.
God. I said that man did part one to 10. I would have thought that
It
by
was more
now
than 10. My
he would
friend
have
said
been
it was
doing.
up to 20
Oh, he would
because
have.
she was
You will see.
following it every day.
I said you would have thought that because this man did all this, he would feel free. Yet he's still in bondage, in chains that he put on himself. Nobody else. Hmm. Please, I pray that you are not free. Continue to drag her. Continue. Don't stop. Oh. Ah, no,
Sonia,
no, no, no.
you can't be serious.
I'm very serious. So I don't
No,
want him to
no,
have
no.
peace.
No, I believe, I strongly believe in second chances, and I strongly believe that even if the person doesn't change, somebody can repent and
Please,
do
have you
better.
met? Did you ever date a narcissist?
For what now? I don't get that.
Eh, that's why now you don't understand this thing.
No,
I
no,
said
no.
they never stop. They don't. There's no. You know the way the devil is without repentance. Narcissists don't repent except they look themselves in the mirror and say, "I am this, and I need therapy."
Yeah.
Because if you go on TikTok, you will see um the narcissists who know they're narcissists. They've been diagnosed. They sought help,
Hmm.
and now they are helping the public.
Yeah.
You,
That
Longman said the video of baby A was not bad at all.
he can get help if he gets medical care and get
But he
therapy.
does not. But he does not believe that he's a narcissist. He's a
No,
good
forget
dad.
it. He knows he's suffering, but he can't come and admit it openly. He
And
knows.
how can you have a mother that does not
One
that
of his
cannot
mentors
see
said I
through you?
shouldn't say he's suffering, that he's not suffering. He knows what he's doing, that he is suffering from, is it psychosis or psycho what? I can't even remember what that
He
was.
gives me Ted. Do you know sis? Do you know Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
He reminds me of him.
Wow. Hmm.
I'm not going to lie. Anytime I see that, because I watch a lot of true crime. Anytime I see Ted Bundy's video, I just say
Hmm.
this guy just reminds me. He has this thing where he talks very softly.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing is that this one does not have any brain. Ted Bundy was quite smart. Was quite an intelligent guy. I
Yeah.
think he was a lawyer also. You know, so
Mm.
you see, there's a very big difference. But you see, this man, my prayer for him is that he will never have peace. He will continue to be looking for new ways until there's something that they say about vendetta. You need to be careful how you do your vendetta.
Yeah.
Less while trying to hit somebody. When two people are on the road rage. So you
Hmm.
now hit somebody accidentally scratches your car, and
Hmm.
because you want to revenge, you will now speed, put your leg on the accelerator. And while you're trying to hit that person, God will remove that person from your way and you drive straight into an electric pole. That's where he's heading to. We should
Wow.
continue.
Wow.
Sis, it was nice chatting with you, Jerry.
Thank you for coming because you really made it so easy for me to have this conversation because
It's
I
okay.
was really drowning on the topic because there are some things knowing Nigerians, there are some things we are not used to. We are not known for. You understand? I'm gonna make a reference to the story of a Nigerian man in France that buried the wife and chopped her
His
into
wife.
pieces. Yeah. So that is what we hear here. When I mean here, you understand? That is what we see on the TV, on the news. If you watch Law and Order, SUV, Criminal Minds, you understand the kind of people that are into that. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
things are beginning to change. Our people are embracing things that ordinarily you will not associate with being in Nigeria. For somebody from Edo and Benin, they used to be the same state. And even for
That's
freedom,
still the
for
same.
Delta too, they're all sisters. As
Mm.
na ọkụ gbababa gị bulu ụzọ save godo ụmụ nwanne gị before strangers,
Of
okay?
course. Of course.
But these people failed me beyond measures. So when I was like God, what will I tell these women? What? Because I'm still struggling to believe those facts out there on social media. I'm still struggling to believe that a woman of Miriam's age. I have elder sisters. Some of them, at least one of them, is 60 or 62. Then start coming down. I'm from a very large family in terms of number of siblings. So I'll try to put my sisters into the equation when I think about these women. Will my sister behave like this? Will this one? Okay, how about the other sister? You understand? I couldn't find anybody that fits in these people's behavior. So it was a struggle for me. How could Miriam, that claimed to study, is it psychology or psychiatric or whatever degree she claims she has,
She has psychology certificate places.
whatever it is she claims, and she claimed to that Mr. Korobidi is should be in the same age bracket with her last child. Then I start to wonder, it takes a village to raise a child. And back home in Nigeria, not only your mother can scold you when you do something wrong, your aunties could. Your neighbor seeing you doing something wrong will say, no, you don't do that. You understand? So these women felt it was okay to take Korah's children from her. It was okay to continue to harass her on Facebook until they demonetize her page. It was okay to push her into depression because everything they did to that girl, most people I know will not survive it. Most people I know will not, especially from the onset of having a child without any painkiller. Me, I hate pain. I can't even try what Korah did. It's not going to happen. If that's the only method of having a child, I will say, okay, operation continue. And it must be with anesthesia. I must get some kind of pain relief. But Cora did all of those things she did naturally. And then you are supporting them taking her children away from her, supporting, kicking her out of social media because you feel she doesn't tie gaily to come and that's was. It doesn't make sense. You can't be in your home and dictate for another how to run her own. This is a woman, you're not paying her bills. You don't join her in the car as a coach to drive her vehicle because she's not sane. You don't help her to make her meals because she might use knife and no. There is nothing you're contributing to this girl's life. And she has been running this her life now successfully, raising her children, making sure they go to good school, providing health insurance that is out there saying that people out there are saying that the father has no insurance for the children. And still, you guys felt it was okay. The man you're supporting has said that he doesn't care defiling court orders. He doesn't care going to jail. After all, it's going to be a misdemeanor. He doesn't care. He dared the courts in the court orders, court judgment. Get your children international passport. They can do 2 weeks international vacation with either parent. There is nothing you can do with these children without seeking the consent of the other parent, except in the case of emergency. When he was doing the Facebook image protection, he needed to sort for Korah's words, consent, but he defiled the court orders. And none of you saw it as something because of what? Wickedness of their hearts. Because of what? How vindictive they are. Because they don't like Korah. If any one of them can come to this video trying to rewatch it and tell me one single thing Korah did to them to have warranted this, I will have some closure because I need one. I need one justification for all the things they did to Korah. You might like to wear boo-boo. I might be a jeans girl. You might like to wear maxi. I am a short girl. I don't wear skirts that is just, it must be on my knee. That's the longest. I don't wear dresses. I worked in Nigeria as a banker. They know me in my office. You understand? So So if you like to do this and this other person might like to do that, you don't mandate your own lifestyle to me. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't. There is no reason you should dictate how another person lives. It's her choice, her life, her decision, her body. You don't have control. The people you have control are the children under your care. And the moment your kids leave your home, you don't have control on them again. Let Madam Miriam tell any of the sons to stop a certain thing. Let me know, or any of the daughters or the children, I don't know which one she has, to stop a certain thing, and let's see how that will go. Since they are the same age with Mr. Korra Obedi, maybe one of them likes chicks, like women, maybe one of them doesn't. Let her try to impose something on the children. So, what I'm saying in essence is this: live your life and let others live. Igbo people say, Ugo bello, Ebwe bello. It's like the dance of the dogs. If this one falls this side, this one falls for the other. It makes the world a better place. Let's start trying of how to close the divide instead of continue to divide ourselves. Close the divide. Our children are marrying Oyibo people. Oyibo people are marrying our kids. The world is looking similar. The world is becoming smaller. So let us not keep hammering this, that. Leave this girl alone, because you know what? She's not going to change. This is the life she has, carved out for herself. Let her be. Unless if you tell me what personally Korra did to you. Let me know what that one thing Korra Obedi did to you. Let me know. The only thing, the last I can remember, the only thing I know she did was finding love in the hands of Mr. Korra Obedi. Marrying him, making beautiful babies with him. Marriage did not go well again. They went to court, they got a divorce, and all of you guys became assistant Jesus, moral judges. All of you became the law, became the jury, became the prosecutor, everything in between against one person. Think it through. So, Sonia, before I let you go, what's your final statement tonight? And I must thank you dearly for joining me today. What do
Thank
you
you
have to
so
tell my
much. I think my final statement tonight will be that karma will find all of you. Another thing I want to say to Koreans is please don't be bothered by what illiterates talk about, right? See, social media is not the court of law. I'm sure there was a time in your life where you were afraid that the children will be taken away from Korra. Oh my God, Korra will be deported. Oh my God. The fact that you guys don't know, I want you guys to know this. Every time that Justin threatens Korra with deportation, is committing a federal crime.
Yeah.
He is lying. He's committing a crime. He cannot deport anybody. It is not, just because he's white doesn't mean that he can deport anybody. That's number one. Number two, I want you guys to know this. Nobody, except God, says otherwise. Nobody can take Korah's children. Number three, Korah will be fine. Just keep supporting her, keep donating, keep loving her, keep cheering her on. And our hashtag still remains no eyes. We're going to continue to fan the flame of justice, because she must get justice for those children. So guys, please ignore the noise of people who need to feed their spouses. Because they went to marry Odiegu instead of Odogu. Ignore the people who are probably chatting from mental asylum. We saw that one that came to beg for money. Her husband could not even pay a simple flight ticket for her to go and see her family with her Igboshere lawyer wig that she's always wearing. So please ignore them. Don't be bothered. Don't let them trigger you. It's better for you not to watch them. Be in your own camp and push. And I want to say this to you, Koreans, be careful. Not everything is as it seems. I'll keep saying it. At the right time, I will speak my truth. For now, I'll just keep quiet for those involved. Hmm? Love you guys. Biko nwanne m nwanyị, o nwee ife mma yọ gị. Ana ama m inwe ike ị gaghị ghọta ife m na-ekwu o. Mana ọkwa ifu nwaanyị ahụ bịara mbọsị ahụ na-akọ eli.
Mm,
Ife mma agwa gị wụ na aka ya adịghị ọcha.
yeah.
Ọkwa ego ka ọ na-achọ na platfọm gị. Echi kịta ọsọ unu tinye ego na ya. Ama m ya, but I know her with the back of my hand. Biko. Anything I gwa gị si ya oh, but that's it. Oh yeah, bịa kịta bombard wagi with too many things.
No, she knows she can't. And I know
Okay.
no. No. Obo mother one, I know them. My family for my my family for my so oh yeah, that one was safe. Oh yeah, that one. Anyway, mana nyangwa go to camp. All right, beautiful Sonia. Thank you for very interesting conversation, articulate one, and brilliant conversation with you this evening. And I must say, my guests enjoyed themselves this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to our beautiful sister that joined us today on the platform, God bless you guys, real good. So if you haven't liked this video, I don't know what you're waiting for. Like this video. And for all the amazing comments I got today, all of you that commented and shared your thoughts and opinions, I really appreciate all of you for joining me today. This is one of those longest one because I needed to let this thing out. You know, sometimes it's good to let something that is bothering you out so you feel better. And I'm challenging all these women, all these Nigerian women in WhatsApp group against Korra. I'm asking you guys, I've asked this question from interval to interval in today's live stream. What one thing Korra did to you? Let me know in the comment section. One thing that Korra did personally to you that you guys do not want her to breed. One thing. I'm not asking for two. If you can come up with one, let me know about that in the comments section. And for those of Mr. Korobidi's here, those that will come here to teach me about his name, that I should stop calling him Mr. Korobidi. The last time I checked, this is still Oyoyo's Word, my channel. If you want to call him by his names, click on the right button. You see three dots, create a channel and start having those conversations. As far as I'm concerned here, my page, my channel, whatever I choose to call him or however I choose to address him is what I'm going to do. And all of you that will come to leave me nasty comments, get ready. If I have 2 seconds of my time to give you, I'm going to respond to you nicely. But then again, give me one reason why all of you, all the women in the WhatsApp group, all the women in the Facebook group, all of you, give me one reason what Korra did to any of you or all of you for you guys to devote your time, your emotion, your finances on how to pull one person down. And another thing I'll ask you, since you guys began this journey, what have you benefited from it? Are you better mentally? Are you healthier mentally, emotionally? Or are you better financially? Or are you broke because of how you maxed all your finances because you're chasing rats? Because there is nothing in this case. These people, they've already gotten their divorce, signed, sealed by the court, and delivered. There is no reason to be going back and forth, if not for evil intention on how to deprive a mother of her two beautiful children. There is no need. They are no longer contesting for anything, but you guys kept on fueling this man, pumping him, looking for avenues to deprive Korra of her children. You guys became the moral judge, the medical doctors, those that have not, finished high school, those that can't even write their names. All of you became qualified psychiatrists to determine that Korra was not a good parent. All of you. You guys are the reason why Mr. Korobidi continued to do all this nonsense. Because of the fuel you guys were pouring in already burning fire. After all you have done for 2 years, aren't you tired? Is it not time for you guys to start rethinking and redirect your steps and do the right thing by this same man you all claim to like? Tell him the truth. Tell him to pause, to cease motion, to get inside his home, love his daughters, enjoy the 50-50 custody given by the court, and stop calling his ex out there. Advise him if truly any of you love him. But whereby you guys don't love him, don't come and start looking for people that are your problem, because you guys are the problem. You guys. All this while you guys were calling police on Korra, doing all the most you could do. How many people have called police on this guy from Korra's side? I need your answers in the comment section. I must thank all of you for joining me today. And beautiful Sonia, thank you for being here. And thank to my other sister that came in as well. Her name is too long. I can't even. Yes, in fact, the day they will be going to court, we should all use the no I on that day. I dare them, they cannot answer that question. That is the truth. Even a coconut is smarter than her. As long as he keeps his nose on Korra's business, we'll continue calling him Mr. Korra Obidi. It doesn't leave Korra alone. If he doesn't leave Korra alone, then the name stays. Absolutely. Very good. Yeah. So thank you guys for being here. If I said empty, definitely coconut is smarter than her and all of that. I believe I covered all your comments today. If you haven't liked this video, like this video for me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel and join the membership so you can support what we are doing here. Make sure your bell notification is on so when I go live, you'll be able to receive my videos. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, I need to take a break. Thank God I've eaten dinner before I start this live stream. So I just need to go walk around and take a shower or maybe a very warm bath and try to relax over maybe a book or something to read to better my brain. Hi, sis. Are you already at work? My name is Ochoko. Are you already at work? Have you gotten to the office already? All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. It doesn't make sense. I am thinking. Thank you so much, Ochoko. All of you, God bless you guys real good. Please call a spade a spade. People who live in glass houses should not throw stones. Exactly. That's the truth. People who live in glass houses should not throw stones. I've said that a million times in my live streams. And when you're pointing one finger at me right now, I'm pointing one finger at you guys. The four of my fingers are pointing back at me. It's as simple as that. And also the law says he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. You have gotten a restraining order against this woman. Stop making reference to her. Stop calling her name. Caution your minions. Let everybody enter her. Stop feeding them with wrong information. Stop getting them into groups. You can do better. And for those that will come to my lives, to my videos, if you truly love this man, get him help. That's what I will tell you. If truly you love him, pay for his mental health medical visits. Get him sections. If he does that for 3 months, he will get better. 6 months, he will become a new man. Help him if truly you love him. And whereby you don't love him, stop egging him on. You're not helping him. So, guys, until I see you guys next time, thank you amazingly. Thank you guys for being here. Auntie Choco, Bravo. Thank you, all of you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. See you guys tomorrow on another live stream. Definitely we'll have something to discuss. And I will still continue to talk about this women. I'm not going to stop. And I'm going to also be discussing about justice for the children. No, we are still going to talk about it. I discussed that already here on my channel where I gave the positions of the law, what the law is saying, and what could constitute an offense. That video is titled Speak Up for Baby A. It's about 4 days ago, so you might need to watch it to hear what could constitute a problem for the people that shared and received and stored those videos and those pictures. So see you guys on my next live stream. I am exhausted. Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you guys for being amazing. Stay well and be blessed. Thank you all.